Not for me. Is Judge Hamilton? Okay, I'll let this one go, but not.
Good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I am serving as your presiding judge on this morning. Good morning to each one of you. Our docket starts this morning at 8:35 a.m. And guess what? It is 8:35 a.m. So we are ready to roll. I am going to start by having Attorney Warfield place your appearance on the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, everyone. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391, Specialty Court Defense Counsel.
All right. Good morning, Attorney Warfield. Did you have any issues or anything that you need me to handle on this morning out of the ordinary?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Just knock on wood. All right.
It's
yes,
early.
ma'am. It's early. Yes. All right. Ms. Harris, please place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Angel Harris, case manager for Specialty Court.
Thank you and good morning. And then Mr. Yancey, place your appearance on the record.
Yes, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Yancey.
Good morning.
I am ready to get started. I'm going to start this morning. I'm going to do my first 8:35 a.m. that was here early, and then I'll go to Ms. White. Is the case manager on for Ms. Johnson?
That's Mr. Page. And I don't see him, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Then I'll go ahead to Ms. White. I have for Ms. Antamisha White, ZA059921. Ms. White, please state your full name for the record.
Antamisha White.
Good morning, Ms. White. How are you this morning?
I'm all right.
All right. I see that you are home, that you had some medical things going on. Are you taking good care of yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. Are you staying connected to your services through testing and going to your counseling?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. Are you finding those things to be beneficial to you, especially in light of the challenges that you're facing in your personal life?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I see you smiling. Tell me what that smile is about.
I don't know, ma'am. I just have a lot of things on my mind. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm here. I'm trying to stay strong. So,
All right, what can we do to help you to stay strong?
nothing right now. Nothing right now. It's just in between me and God. That's it.
All right, listen, if you need us, even if you don't know if we can help you with something, speak up, speak out. You never know. Sometimes we can become pretty resourceful. Okay? So I want to
I
encourage you to speak up and speak out.
I keep in touch with Miss Harris, and she's real good with me. So, she's really good for
Okay.
me. Mhm.
All right, very good. So make sure you keep that line of communication open and honest so that if you need something, we can help you. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. I know that you have to go and see about your dad this morning. I want you to know that you're in my thoughts. I hope that everything works out very well. I'm believing that everything will work out very well. I do want to let you know that I'm extremely proud of you in spite of all of the challenges that you've been having. You are holding fast. You are still on track. You are still doing the things that you're supposed to do. And that speaks volumes to who you are, Miss White. And I want you to make sure you recognize that strength that's in you. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All
I'm
right.
trying.
Very good. Do you have any questions or concerns for the team this morning?
No, ma'am.
None? All right. Very good. I need to see you too, Mr. Morgan. I'm going to give you your next dates. You are in phase 2. And so your next dates are going to be, let's see, today's the 31st. You'll have a face-to-face on February 1st, 2024. That'll be at 1:30 scheduled with Ms. Harris. And then your return to court date is going to be February 8th. Is that right? Yeah, February 8th, 2024. And I had you originally slated for 9 o'clock. Can I put you on for 9:45 on the 8th? Will that work
Yes.
for you?
Yes, ma'am.
It will? All right, thank you. Ms. Harris, you reported that she's in compliance. Is there anything additional? If not, I'm going to excuse her.
No, Your Honor, she is in compliance and doing well. I just want to double check. You put her on for a face-to-face for tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong week. Am I in the wrong week? No.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, I am in the wrong week.
Yeah.
The first is tomorrow. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Okay, so no, let's do her face-to-face on the 8th.
Yeah.
My apologies. Face-to-face on the 8th, which means that her return to court would be on the 15th. Does that work? On the 15th, yes. It would be February 15th, 2024. And I'd like to put you on for 9:15. Does that work?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you for catching that. I appreciate it. I'm in the wrong month. All right. Thank you. Good to see you. Keep us posted on your father's progress, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Miss
All right.
Harris. Miss Griff.
Hang in there. All right. Mute me for 1 second. I need to speak to Mr. Morgan, and then I'm ready for Miss Johnson.
Miss White, you can log off.
Okay, I'm trying. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Have a good one.
You as well.
Cleveland. Miss Cleveland?
You check your text, please, tell me the text.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Morgan said check the text messages, please.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right, very good. I'm gonna go to Miss Johnson and then I'll go to the jail. Good morning, Miss Johnson. How are you this morning? I'm
I'm
talking
good,
about
and you?
Sumatra.
Oh,
Sumatra. I'm sorry, I forgot I got the two Johnsons on this morning. Come on, Sumatra. Unmute for me. Uh-oh, you still muted. Let me get you to unmute. Unmute for me.
okay, there we go. Good morning.
There we go. Good morning. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 230-580-9501. State your name for me, please.
Sumatra Monique Johnson.
All right, Miss Johnson, how are you today?
I am doing good.
You are doing good. You're doing everything you're supposed to do. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I love it. How are you doing with your goal to stop smoking?
I tried to get something to, stop me from smoking. It just made me cough more, so I'm just gonna try to do a cold turkey,
You're gonna try?
I'm gonna try. My son like,
Okay.
"Nah, I want you around a little longer." Yeah.
All right. Yes, yes. And we agree with your son. That handsome young man. Yes, we agree. So
Yeah.
work at it, do what you have to do. How are
Yes.
you? And you can do it. You can do it. You're working this program and I know you don't want to, and you're doing it. So that means you can stop smoking. If you can work this program, you can stop smoking.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. All right. How are things going with you at Central City?
It's going good.
It is. All
Yeah.
right. No issues or concerns to report?
No, everything's okay.
All right. Very good. Tell me something that you've already accomplished or that you're working on accomplishing and you've made some progress in these first 31 days now of 2024.
Well, I've made process and, eliminating myself around negative people, people that, drink. I've got to the point where it's like irritating to be around them because I don't like the smell. It's like God is motivating me to be around people more like myself, sober, willing to do good things, help people out. It's just changing my whole environment, the program, and it's good for the best.
All right. That is awesome. That's awesome. What do you need us to help you with, Miss Johnson?
I need help with the casino. They owe me some money.
The casino, ma'am. What?
Miss
Ma'am.
Johnson has spoken to me about this matter. I actually did reach out to someone, Miss Johnson, so I'm waiting for some feedback, okay?
Yes,
But
ma'am.
Wait, the
Okay.
casino, she believes that, Miss Warfield, you tell me this offline. I want to know how the casino owes us some money. Because the casino might owe me some money, even though I don't go to the casino, but for the spa, they might owe me some money too, and I don't want to miss no money that the casino owes me, okay?
I bet $4.50 and it came out 1,800 times 8, and they told me that's only $144. I told them I ain't that crazy.
Okay. All right. Well, Miss Warfield's looking into it. Y'all let me know. And listen, if you get that money, make sure you pay your fines and your costs here at 36th District Court, because we do take casino money here, okay?
Yes,
Just want to
ma'am.
make sure everybody's clear. All
Yes, ma'am.
right. Very good. Very good. What questions do you have for the team this morning?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
What questions do you have for the team this morning, if any?
Nothing. I just hope you guys having a wonderful day.
We off to a good start so far. We're off to a good start. All right. Mr. Page, you reported in staffing that Ms. Johnson is in compliance. She's working on her goals. Did I miss anything, or is there anything additional that you need to report on this morning?
Yes, Judge. Ms. Johnson is doing great, and I believe that we staffed, and I recommended that she actually be promoted to phase 2 today.
Yes, you did. I was gonna say that for you, Mr. Page. Yes, Miss Johnson, are
Yeah.
you ready to go to phase 2?
Yes.
I'm ready for you to go to phase 2, ma'am. You have worked hard. Listen, I get excited when people come in and they don't want to do this, and they call in probation, talking about how do I get away from Judge Holmes? I don't want to be bothered with that lady. And then they end up staying. They find out you can't get away from Judge Holmes. And then they end up staying and they just decide, I'm just going to work the program. And they start realizing that the program's really not that bad. And that maybe these folks really do care about me. I absolutely love it. And now look at you. You're going to phase 2. What you have to say about that? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right. You have successfully completed all of the requirements of phase 1. Is that correct, Mr. Page?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. I need everybody to join me in celebrating Samartra Johnson on her promotion to phase 2. Congratulations to you. You deserve it. Congratulations. All right. You are all set. Miss Warfield, what do you want to add?
I just want to add to the kudos. You've done very, very well. You started off, rebellious, and it is what it is. We didn't back down, and neither did you. But look at you now. This beautiful smile on your face, just in a whole completely new space, and it looks good on you. So keep going.
Thank you.
All right. This is what we'll do. You will have Mr. Page. I know that you will be in contact with her. I want to schedule her for a hearing. I think that she's good to just get a hearing date. Does that work?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, it will be February the, this first is throwing me off, y'all. All right, today is 31st. You know what? I scheduled the last person for a Thursday. I needed to put her on Wednesday. This calendar stuff is driving me crazy.
For the 7th.
Yes, and so let Ms. Harris know we need to change and Tamisha White. She should have her face-to-face on the 7th. And then her return to court date should be the 14th. Okay, and I'll still keep her at 9:15. All right, so now your return, Ms. Harris, did you get that? I'm sorry, this calendar is messing me up this morning. All right.
Hey, I
I'm
didn't
back on
catch
my
it, and I'm the
Wednesday.
one that corrected you on being on the wrong
Yeah.
week, and I didn't catch that we were still giving out wrong dates, so.
Yeah, it's okay. You're supposed to get my at a glance. All right. All right, so your return to court date, Ms. Johnson, is going to be on February 14th. That you're gonna
Okay.
spend a little time with us on Valentine's Day. And
Okay.
it'll be at 8:35 a.m. Get on early like you did this morning, so you can get it done, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, good to see you. Keep up the great work you're doing, all right?
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right, you're very welcome. Okay, bye-bye.
All right. God bless
All
you.
right. Same to you. I am now going to go to the jail. I have at the jail, and this is for a Wednesday case. Is that correct, Mr. Page? Yes, it is, right?
Yes.
All right, very good. Give me 2 seconds. I need to grab a form. This fan is saving my life today. I just want you to feel like heaven has smiled on me or something. All right, let's do it. I have I believe you all said this is Thomas Willis. Is that correct? Thomas Willis at the jail?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. I have all right, I have several matters for Mr. Willis. I do. And so, Ms. Mack, this
Yes.
list that you just gave me,
Yeah.
all of these are in warrant status?
No, they are not. They are not in warrant status, Judge.
What are they then?
They are in pending status.
Who's the judge?
Hold on. He would have been with Judge Taylor.
Judge Taylor?
Yes.
Okay.
The Alpha Judge Taylor.
Can you get her clerk on the phone and ask if it's okay, that this individual is coming into our specialty courts? He has some pending matters with her, and I'd like to bring all of those matters over so that he'll be under one judge, with the exception of the retail fraud, because I think that's Judge Bryant, and she has to do what she needs to do.
And there also, Judge, there's a larceny case, that 24 case that belongs to Judge Sabri. Just so you know.
Okay, but that's a felony. Yeah, so that'll have to stay with her.
Yes, I'm just.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
The
no
first and the last one.
Mhm.
All right, so reach out and just make sure.
Okay.
All right, let me put the case number that I have on my docket. This is a community referral for Thomas Willis, case number U558255520. Mr. Willis, please state your full name for me.
Thomas Willis.
All right, Mr. Willis, good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, you have been referred to one of our specialty courts here at 36th District Court. You've already done a little bit of the work to get things done. You've been on the 1-800 number. They have already determined that you qualify for services. And so what we are going to do is get you a committal tether so that we can keep you in our programming and make sure that we're able to get you the assistance that you need. How does that sound to you?
Sounds good.
All right, are you ready to get some assistance?
Yes,
All right, and you recognize that you need the help, right?
yes, I do. I need to take
All
it more
right.
serious.
Yes, sir. And so, Mr. Page, are we doing his intake today before he gets that committal tether, or did we? I didn't put a note for when I was doing his intake.
Your Honor, I believe in, excuse me, because it looks like Mr. Page is having another conversation, but I thought that we were gonna wait until we got the tether and then bring him over and do everything in.
Right, because we said that could take a few
Yes, and then
days.
QBH would get him from here. Thank you. I scratched out some stuff and then I didn't fill it in. All right, very good. So that,
leaving today?
no, you're not gonna leave today, sir. We gotta get you a tether. And so that's lies within the control of the jail. So as soon as the jail can get you a tether, Ms. Mack, is going to be a committal tether, 45-day committal tether. Soon as they put on your tether, they're gonna bring you over here, and then we're gonna get you to the proper facility, okay?
Yeah,
All right. And so what I will tell you is that the jail was in our staffing yesterday. They're gonna work to get that done as quickly as possible. How does that sound?
sounds good.
Sounds good? All right, very good. So what I'm going to do is you'll get a committal tether for 45 days. He's already approved for services. And then he will come over to 36 for processing. We will address the additional cases that he has outstanding that are with Judge Taylor. And then he will be picked up for services. I'd like to give a date of, Sergeant Coho couldn't tell us how quickly he would be able to get that committal tether. So listen, why don't we put it on for Monday to just see where he is? Okay?
Okay,
And hopefully just drop a friendly reminder to Sergeant Coho that we put him on for Monday so we can try to get him processed and get him moving, okay?
I'll shoot him over a text right now.
Wonderful. Monday's date would be February 5th, am I right? Okay, February 5th, 2024, and I'll just put him on for 8:35 a.m. Okay, how does that sound? We're gonna work with you, okay, Mr. Willis?
Thank you.
All right, as long as you work with us, okay?
Yes, I'm committed to work with you. I'm old.
All right. I'm sorry?
I'm getting old now. It's time to quit. It's time to just give up and give it to.
Now, wait a minute. Mr. Willis, how old are you?
45.
Sir, you are not old, okay? You may be too old to be doing the stuff you were doing, but for somebody that's much older than you, I'm not gonna let you say you old, because then that means I'm ancient. So listen, you may be too old to be doing the stuff. You are too old to be doing the stuff that you've been doing, and you've got a lot of life ahead of you. And we want that to be quality life. So work with us, partner with us, so that we can get you on track. And the rest of your 45, the next 45 years of your life will be quality years. Are you willing to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. We're gonna see you on Monday, okay? Hopefully you'll have that tether by then. All right, very good. Ms. Warfield, was there anything else you wanted to add?
Not really at this time. I am looking forward to working with you, Mr. Willis. I am the defense attorney for our specialty courts. So, once you come over into the court, you and I will be meeting and talking more in detail, okay?
Okay.
To hear you?
Okay.
All right. All right, very good. Take care. We'll get that paperwork over to the jail immediately. Thank you, sir. Okay, bye-bye. All right, let's do it. I have a couple of people at the jail today. Miss Matt, give me 2 seconds that I need to give you updates on. Okay, that's my fault that I did. Did you reach someone with Judge Taylor?
Yes, she said it was, they were good with it.
All right, so let's put Ms. Warfield. I'm going to also add to my docket for Thomas Willis, case number U 558-25520, which is disorderly conduct. Case number U 619-22321, an alcohol-related violation. Case number U 856-46812, a sanitary violation. And case number U 660-62123, an alcohol-related violation. I'm adding those to my docket to follow the lead case, and then we'll talk about working those things out once we get him situated in services and things of that nature, okay?
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Also,
No,
can I
thank
be
you.
placed in a breakout room with Miss Williams?
With Kalina, yes, you may. Good morning, Miss Williams. Uh-oh. She's not crying, so it must be for a happy reason.
Good
All right.
morning.
Good morning. Did you get your hair together? Because you've been over there doing your hair and everything. You together?
Yeah, I have to get that nap on my forehead.
I'm sad I asked. All right. Well, you going in the breakout? You want to go in the breakout room with her before her hearing, Miss Warfield? Okay. Yes, ma'am. Oh, Miss Warfield, 1 second. Don't accept that invitation. I want to give you the ability to be able to bounce around and see your clients. There you go.
Yeah. Can I go
All
go in there for a second also? Just for a second with them.
Get Miss Warfield, can he go for a second and he'll come out when you all have your conversations? All right. Bring Miss, you're muted if you think we can hear you.
She said absolutely.
Oh, okay.
For Mr. Willis, the bond is not personal. I'm not doing a personal bond for him. He's not here at least today.
No, he is not.
Okay, I just want to.
He is not. No.
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, give me 1 second. All right. Very good. Let's do it. I don't see any other participants in the courtroom. Let me put a couple of things on the record. I'm going to start with Aaron Britt, 220-446-5001. Mr. Britt is in the custody of the Wayne County Jail. We met with them on yesterday. His matter is going to be adjourned to February 7th, 2024, and that is going to be at 9:30 a.m. So we'll get that paperwork for the jail as well. I don't know where Ms. Hawkins is this morning. Ms. Hawkins was on this morning?
Yes, she's on.
She's on
They
right
have
now.
the cameras off. I can't service them if I don't know that they're here. All right, Ms. Mack, can you make sure that Marcus Reed, case numbers 2070991, SP 135-84481, U 557-75620, U 563-63420, and case number 19471-1221. Mr. Page, tell us why you have sought a warrant for Marcus Reed.
Yes, Judge. I received word that Marcus Reed was dropped off at an AFC home on January 25th, but he absconded from the AFC home on the same date, and we do not know where his whereabouts are at this time.
All right, so then we talked about this in staffing. A warrant has been prepared and he will be in warrant status what did you set? The bond was set at what?
I did
$5,000 cash or
Correct.
surety as to each matter.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, thank you all. And please make sure that you report this to the prosecuting attorney so that he can be picked up. And then I have for Curtis Smith, case numbers SP 114-1352, counts 2 and 3, SP 114-1374, counts 1, 2, and 3, and case number SP 114-13751. Mr. Smith is at a third-party provider. We did staff his case yesterday. He is going to meet with his case manager on today, and his return to court date is going to be on Wednesday, February 7th. Yes, February 7th, 2024, and that's going to be at 8:45. No, wait a minute. He's at a facility, is that correct? Strike that. It's going to be on February 9th, and that will be at 8:35 on February 9th. Right, very good. And so, Ms. Hawkins, there you are. Come on, let's do your cases. I have for you case numbers 190-458-7901, SP 116-3475, counts 1, 2, and 3, and case number SP 117-27261. Good morning, Ms. Hawkins. Unmute and state your name for me.
Good morning, Diamond Hawkins.
Good morning to you. Congratulations to you and your family.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I'm okay. I feel okay. Just a little sore.
All right. I'm sorry?
I said just a little sore still, but I'm okay.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Do you have all the resources that you need for little Messiah?
Yes.
You do. All right. Make sure that if you need something, I need you to speak up to your case manager. All right?
Yes.
Case manager, your attorney, somebody, let us know. We're here to help you, okay? Because we want you to stay on track, even in the midst of all of this. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. Are you taking good care of yourself?
Yes, I am.
All right. Awesome. Very good. Miss Warfield, I have a note about some outstanding warrants. Are you trying to clear those up today?
Your Honor, they didn't get emailed to me, but can I make a motion to have those warrants set aside? I will get specifically the case numbers and we'll send them to Ms. Rogers, and we will have a proposition for it, of course. But can I make an open motion now that those warrants be set aside as we work to
All right.
get her a resolution for them?
Miss Matt, can you print out that summary sheet? Let's see what's the warrant status. I need to put those numbers on the record. Okay, very good. Let me see what they are, and then we'll go from there.
And Your Honor, while Ms. Mack is doing that, Ms. Hawkins, I just want to echo, seriously, this is, a new time for you in regards to your new baby. If you need anything, please let us know, okay? It's a lot. We already know it's a lot with the newborn, so we mean it. Whatever you need, just let us know. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, wonderful. And Ms. Hawkins, I still have your commitment to work the program, right?
Yes.
All right, very good. Very good. I need your commitment to do that because right now your baby needs the very best version of you. And so we want to help you do that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. What questions do you have for the team this morning?
No questions really. My only concern was me going to drop. You said I have
Yes.
to start back on the 5th.
Yes, we're gonna give you another week to do it, to get, to rest. And then I do need you to go and drop, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yes, okay. Thank you.
Okay, all right. And so are you gonna let us see the baby? You teasing us? Are you gonna let us see? Oh my goodness. Oh, Messiah, you are so beautiful. You are beautiful and resting. I love it. Miss Hawkins, come on, look at that face and just want to stay on the right track. Okay? He needs you on the right track at all times. He does. Every decision you make will impact him and your other babies. Every decision you make, it will impact him. Down to even what you eat, it will impact him. So you want to make some good decisions, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Ms. Mack, did you get that? All right. So I'm going to look at, and I'll in all likelihood grant your motion. Mr. Page,
They are
what?
not in warrant status, just so you know, they're all in pending status.
Oh,
Yeah. And the ones that I put a little dot on the side, those are the ones that's already on your docket.
Thank
So
you.
the ones that don't have anything mental, those are the ones that's not being addressed at the moment.
all right.
And the last case on there also belongs to Judge Bryant.
Okay, so you all would have to get with Judge Bryant about her case. So you and Miss Rogers can do that. Let them know she's in the program and she's working. I'm going to add the following matters that are pending, but Miss Mack, when you put them on my docket, I need you to put them let's put them like for pre-trial. So
Okay.
that way we know
The difference.
that we need to do something with them.
Okay.
All right. So these are the following cases that Ms. Warfield will need to get something worked out or addressed. And they are as follows: SP 116-35611, SP 117-2724, counts 1 and 2, and case number SP 117-42981. Those are the matters that we need to address, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Page, what do you have for me?
I have nothing too much additional for Ms. Hawkins. She's doing the best that she can. Obviously, she just had her child. I did explain everything to her as far as the testing and her going back to test on the 5th. And she is understanding of what she has to do. I told her to let me know if she does need anything, as far as that can be anything, transportation, bus tickets, whatever you need. Just let me know. But other than that, she's doing great.
All right, very good, Ms. Hawkins. Did you have any questions? Uh-oh, I didn't hear you. All right, is that a yes or a no?
No, I don't.
Okay, all right, very good. I'm going to
I
give
don't
you
know.
your next date. Ms. Hawkins is in phase 1, is that correct, Mr.
Yes,
Page?
Judge. Yes.
All right, then Ms. Hawkins is going to have a face-to-face with you, Mr. Page, consultation, that's another start on, consultation with you, Mr. Page. She will do that on February 7th, 2024, and that will be at 1:30 on a time that you all decide. And then her return to court date is going to be February 14th, 2024, and I am going to put you on for 8:45 a.m. Does that work for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Hawkins? All right, very good. It's good to see you. Congratulations again. Please reach out if you need us, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. Bye-bye. All right, I believe that takes care of my 8:35 a.m. docket. I am ready to move to my 9 o'clock docket. I'm going to start with Jaylyn Johnson. Good morning, Ms. Johnson.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Blessed and highly favored.
Yes, you are. You are. You smiling this morning. You're happy in a good place.
Every day.
All right, working at it. Let's do it. I have for you case number 220-444-5801. Ms. Johnson, state your full name for me.
Jaylene Rosanna Johnson.
All right, how's that baby doing?
Oh, he is crawling. It's the best feeling ever.
Oh my goodness, already. I want to know, does he have a job? Because last time I saw him, he about big as you.
I
No, he
know,
still hasn't
right?
gotten a job. Okay, all
No.
right. Not yet. Listen,
I'm waiting
I
on
heard
it.
it. I don't blame you. Listen, I heard in staffing that you are preparing yourself to seek employment. And so you're getting yourself ready for that?
Absolutely. I've been looking for a
Okay.
job.
All right. And your case manager, I believe, Ms. Harris, you have connected her with CEO, is that correct?
Oh, no, I was gonna discuss that with her because as we had talked, she was still working on some stuff in like with weaning and whatnot with the baby. So when she's fully ready, because of the requirements of CEO and the time frame, I don't want to send her over there until she can do what they require.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And is that how you want to work it, Ms. Johnson? You want to wait until you have the baby settled before you go to see? Because we know CEO is gonna get you employed.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you and your case manager can talk about that. I'm just glad to hear that you're ready to get out there, because you're doing so well with your programming. And so working and taking care of your family, that's awesome. That's a natural desire, right?
Absolutely.
All right, very good, very good. I also was informed that you have completed 32 hours of community service to reduce your fines and costs. So Ms. Mack, we want to make sure that that's reflected in her ROA. But did you do your community service?
Yes, I did.
Where'd you do it?
At a church on Puritan. I don't know the
Okay,
name
very
of it.
good. And what did you do there? That's okay. What did you do there?
I cleaned bathrooms, I sweeped, I vacuumed, I took out trash. I did a lot.
All right, very good, very good. All right. Are you having any issues or any concerns that you need to discuss with the team on this morning?
No, not so far. Nope.
All right, you know that if you have some, make sure you reach out. I know that there's a vacation request looming out there. Have some conversation with Miss Harris, and then she'll present it for approval. And yeah, she'll let you know what we talked about in staffing, and she'll present it for my approval when it's time. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, very good. Miss Harris, was there anything else? Oh, transportation issues. Are we giving her bus passes?
I need them.
I'll send you some, just so you don't have to come down here to get them. I'll send you some in the mail. That way you have them if you need to come down here.
Absolutely. I would appreciate it.
All right, we can certainly help you with that. And you are still showing up at Higuera and giving it 100%?
Yes, ma'am.
I love it. All right, very good. Miss Harris.
I really love doing therapy. I used to not like it so much with opening up to people, but I guess with the right therapist, it's not a problem at all.
Yes, very good. Well, I'm glad you have the right therapist. So continue to open up, because that's the only way that they can really do that work that needs to be done, is if they know what they're working with, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, awesome. Ms. Harris, is there anything else to report?
No, there is not at this time. I would like to let Ms. Johnson know I did complete the paperwork for her to start her other 40 hours of community service that we talked about. And so she should be, that will also keep her pretty busy, while she's looking for a job, getting some things done and accomplished. So she'll be ready to move forward to the next phase when it's time.
All right, awesome. I'm going to give Ms. Johnson the following dates. She'll have her consultation with you, Ms. Harris, on February 14th. That'll be at 1:30, and then return to court will be February 21st. And I will put you on for 9:15 a.m. Anything else for my consideration? Nothing else? All right, Ms. Johnson, you're doing well. Enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend, and take good care of yourself and those babies, okay?
I sure will. Thank you and have a great day.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye. All
Bye.
right, I am now going to go to Ms. Calnina Williams. I have case number SP 121-01852, SP 139-0094, counts 1 and 2, and case number 220-455-7002. Ms. Williams, good morning. State your name, please.
Kelnina Williams, good morning to you too.
Good morning. Why'd you go in that breakout room today?
Because I had quite a ticket. I was just trying to go to work. I was just trying
Wait
to
a
get
minute,
to work.
hold on. How'd you catch it? Did you stick your hand out the window and a ticket was blowing in the wind and then you just reached out and caught it?
No, I was driving. I had to go to work.
Miss Williams, hold up. Miss Williams.
Yes.
Miss Williams.
Yes, ma'am.
What have I told you? What have I told you since you've been in this program?
You told me don't drive so I could get my license. But the Uber been hitting my pockets up real bad.
But Miss Williams, if you continue to drive, you're never gonna have a license. And so eventually you're gonna meet that police officer that's gonna lock you down because you're just being blatantly disrespectful of the law. So you still, Uber hitting your pockets. Listen, Miss Williams, this is what I tell folks. It doesn't matter what life throws at you, it's gonna be hard, right?
Yes.
Paying for Uber is hard, but going to jail for driving illegally is hard, right?
Right.
Losing weight is hard. I'm not talking about myself, but being overweight is hard too, because then your knees start hurting because you're carrying around extra pounds. Life in general is hard. You have to pick the hard that you are willing to deal with the consequences. So if you want to drive, go out there and drive, because doing Uber is hard and you want to choose driving, then you need to be ready to choose jail, because that's what's going to happen to you. You're going to go to jail. Here's the other part of it. We have worked so hard, ma'am. You came to us with 20 tickets. The prosecutor was so kind. I wanted to get her DNA to make sure it was really our prosecutor. She dismissed 15 tickets. That's how much Ms. Warfield went to war for you in whatever discussions they had. She dismissed 15 of 20, I think it was 20 or 21 tickets. So for you to go out there and drive is a slap in our faces, all of our faces. The judge, prosecutor, defense attorney. Thank you, Mr. Yancey, for putting your face on here. Mr. Page face, Mr. Griffin, Mr. Yancey. That's a slap in all of our faces. Because you, man, probably have gotten the best, you've probably gotten the best deal I have ever seen. I can only think of one other person who we had to force him to stay on, your client, Mr. Griffin, who I was going to fight him if he just decided to go backwards. You are one of the two people who have gotten the best deals in specialty court that I've ever seen. And I've been doing this since 2017. Never seen anything like it.
I'm not trying to
deal. Hold on. I'm not finished. I'm fussing this morning. And the deal that you got puts you so much closer to getting your license than you've ever been. But when you continue to drive, and you will get caught, you will get caught. So when you continue to drive and you get caught, it puts you farther back from the process of getting your license.
And Your Honor, I don't mean to cut you off at all, but I just want to add to that. We was able to look at the SLS report, and I told Ms. Williams in the breakout room, her license is now revoked because of the amount of tickets that she's gotten. So now she has to go through delayed hearings with the Secretary of State to even be eligible to apply to get a license back now. So it's really just a domino effect. And again, we're working with you, but you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again in the same way and expect a different result. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not gonna drive. And I was not trying to smack y'all in the face. I don't want y'all to feel like that.
You did.
I appreciate it. I was just trying to get to work. Miss Holmes, Judge Holmes. I was just trying to get to work.
I
Just that
understand
one
that,
day.
man. But you
Listen,
put yourself in a position where
$90.
you cannot drive. You've put yourself in a position where you cannot drive. So if you need to get you a bicycle, some roller skates, a new boo with a car, I don't know what else to tell you. You need to do something, ma'am. You need to get creative because getting behind the wheel cannot be an option. Because let me tell you what the consensus of the team was, and it's my ultimate decision. But listen, it's to hold 3 days of jail in abeyance for you, 1 for each ticket. So the next time you drive and you get caught, you going to jail off the rip for 3 days. Now, with that comes Ms. Warfield. We're going to ask to have those tickets transferred to us, right?
That's correct. And with hopefully Ms. Rogers will be amenable to turning a blind eye to these last 3 as well, especially if they're for the same things that you've been getting tickets with. So I'm gonna do my best. But Ms. Williams, this is it. We can't pull any more favors. We can't.
Understood.
All right, work it out. Work it out. Listen, so that's my soapbox. I fuss. She's getting 3 days held in abeyance, Mr. Griffin. And for each ticket, we're gonna have those tickets when they hit the system. Ms. Mack, I don't know if you can check to see if they've hit the system. They have not?
No, they haven't.
Okay, when they hit the system, let's have them come to us. And then we'll go from there. And so I have fussed at you enough. I want to shift gears just a little bit. I do like fussing. I just want you to know it relieves stress in other areas of my life. But now I want to shift gears real quick because listen, we staffed you on yesterday and you are still, but for that police interaction, you are still in compliance. And ma'am, I am so proud of you that you are still doing what you're supposed to do. Your test results are what they should be. You have taken heed to the classes and the resources that we have provided to you to help you with something that you thought you couldn't stop doing. You have stopped doing it. And I am proud of you. And I don't want you to lose sight of that because I need you to keep going.
Thank you. I'm gonna keep going. I'm
You
pushing
have
through.
to. Ma'am, you are young and you have a whole, I'm young too, by the way, because you know that defendant earlier threw me out talking about he old at 45. So I'm gonna have to
Right.
keep saying, they say if you
Right.
say it long enough times, you'll believe it. I'm young too, but ma'am, you are younger and you have so much life ahead of you. And I want that to be good life, quality life, productive life. And you're starting to realize that, aren't you?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
You're working.
Yes, still.
And you're using your money wisely.
Yes.
Let me see how wise is she using it. Have you paid some of your fines and costs at 36th District Court?
I'm coming up there to pay some fines tomorrow. Tomorrow. Them
Yeah.
lifts was $96 in that snow. Okay? Every day.
Understand it.
Crazy. Crazy.
You gotta find you a buddy system though. A buddy system, or what about getting on the bus? What's wrong with getting on the bus?
I've never done that before. I don't
But
even know how to
sometimes you gotta do what you've never done before to get to where you have never been before.
That's understood.
Judge, I did reach out to her about bus tickets, and that's what she told me. I ain't never rode the bus because I said, maybe you need to look at the bus systems and things like that. We did talk this morning. She's asking about making payments. So I told her the next time she come down here to test, she could start making payments because her case is non-public, so she can't make them online. So I can get her set up with start making, any type of payments when she come down every week when she come down here. So, and other than that, like Judge said, Ms. Warfare said, you keep pushing yourself further and further away of getting your license. Every time you get pulled over, it's almost push you back almost a year. So, you gotta stop that. You're doing everything right now. Now you want that privilege to be able to drive because driving is a privilege. And you see how difficult, how you can get yourself so deep in a hole. It's easy to get in it, but it's hard to get out. And that's what we're trying to help you to, is to get out of the hole. So just keep that in mind.
And if I could, and Mr. Griffin,
Yes,
I'm sure
you
I'm sure you've done this. When you haven't really caught the bus too much before, if not at all, maybe we can help you with the routes. So you feel comfortable the routes and the times, because it's different when you haven't caught the bus. So once you can kind of get comfortable with it, then that might save you some money. Maybe if you can do that 3 days out of the 5 days, that might help you. But I understand you got to get comfortable with that, and maybe we can assist you with that.
Okay.
All right, let's learn to do something different. Listen, Mr. Griffin, let's get her some bus passes. Thank you, Mr. Yancey. Let's take that fear out of, I don't know how to do it. Let's work with her and get that bus route. I was talking to somebody yesterday and I blew them away. I said, do you know, my first professional job, my first car I bought was a Lemon, and it died on me. And I used to catch the bus to take my son to school, to his daycare in the mornings, and then cross the street and catch the bus to downtown Houston to go to work. Now, I was a professional. Everybody else was driving nice cars, not me. I was on the bus. But let me tell you something. It was the most humbling experience that I ever had. And what it taught me is that you've got to grind. You've got to grind. You cannot let obstacles defeat you when you have a goal in mind. And my goal was to buy that condo I was living in, keep a roof over my son's head, and keep him in a private Montessori school. And so I had to grind. I caught the bus, no shame. Listen, I would dress like the folks on the bus because I didn't want nobody to rob me. And then I should go to the bathroom in the building when I get in the building and change it to my work clothes because I didn't want nobody to rob me. I want to just look like, I'm one of y'all. I'm down for the cause. Listen, I did what I had to do. And I need you, ma'am, you 25. I was probably 21, 22. I need you to get that grind in you. You have a great job. Get up and get to work, but don't get behind the wheel of a car, okay?
Okay. Understood.
All right, understood. Come on. And if you need Mr. Griffin to catch the bus with you one day to show you how to do your route, I'm going to sign him up.
All right.
Look, I'm going to sign him up. Mr. Griffin will come and catch that route with you.
Right,
I'll join you, Mr. Griffin. If you go catch the bus with, I'll join you.
Get on track, right? I'm pretty sure it's a route, so we just got to get the route.
It's a route.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. What questions do you have for us?
I don't have any.
All right. You're not crying today.
No, I'm feeling good. I'm fine.
You're feeling good. All right. You're still in a good place. Let's do it. Let's overcome it, okay?
Yes.
All right. All right. I have Miss Williams in phase 2. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Then I am going to give her a return to court date. Mr. Griffin, I know you'll be meeting with her. So I'm just going to give her a
couple of days
return.
a week. Yep, I see her a couple of days every week.
All right. So I'll do the return to court date for February 14th, 2024. And I will put her on, let's do 9:15 a.m. Does that work, Ms. Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. All right, I want to hear some progress when you come back to see me, okay?
You will. You won't hear about no more tickets neither, because I will not be driving. For real.
No driving, come on.
No driving.
You and Mr. Griffin get together on how you're gonna get those bus tickets and your route. Some assistance with your route. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank y'all.
All right. You're very welcome.
All right.
Okay. All right. I am ready on Ms. Hart. I have case number Z 8085841. Good morning to you, Ms. Hart.
Good morning, Judge.
How are you this morning?
I'm good.
Very good. Glad to hear that. Very glad to hear it. All right. Tell me what you've been doing since the last time I've seen you. What's been going on with you?
I've been working longer hours at work. I'm really close to getting my practicum hours done, so I have about 180 hours left until I can take the board exam to be the board exam to be a behavior analyst. And so that's getting much closer.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous.
Okay, you're nervous, but you're gonna do it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I basically studied during my whole master's program. I bought like a special basically this website created these study questions. And so I've completed most of them. I just have to go back and review them again. And then I'm hoping to take the exam by at least the end of May, hopefully.
All
At the
right.
latest
All
June,
right.
but yep, once I take that exam, I'll be a behavior analyst.
All right. Awesome. I love it.
Thank
I love
you.
it. Give me one quick second. All right. Sorry about that, Ms. Hart. Sorry about that. All right. So you are working on your practicum hours so that you can take your board and you will become a behavior analyst.
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Awesome. Have you been having any challenges or any issues with respect to working your program?
Nope. No
All
issues.
right. No issues. Very good. I heard that you're also working on building some better relationships with people that you are attached to in some
Yeah.
shape or form. And so I want to encourage you to do that. I was glad to hear that.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Can you tell me something that you've done to try to bridge that gap or to try to something you've done this week to maybe try to work on the relationship, if anything?
Well, I guess I hadn't talked to the one of the family members that I've been trying to have a closer relationship. I hadn't talked to them in a while, and her daughter was sick, and so I wanted to make sure that I reached out like separately to her and just said, I hope that your daughter feels better. I'm praying for you guys, and you're in my thoughts. So even though it was hard
I
because
love it.
not like that she would do it for me, like I think it's always important to continue to be the bigger person and do what you think is right anyway. So I sent that text.
Absolutely. Look at you. I love it. You are not accountable for what people do or how they receive what you do, but you are accountable for yourself.
Yeah.
And so you did your part. Keep working at it.
Thank
Okay?
you. Thank you.
Yes. What questions do you have for the team today?
I think in a few days will be 90 days since I was in phase 2.
Okay. All right.
Would
So you should
I
be
be
getting
moving up
promoted?
at the next court date?
All right, Mr. Yancey, you have to speak with your case manager. He has to staff it. I don't know that right off the top of my head.
Okay,
And
all
so
right.
he'll staff it with us, but you are taking care of business and I'm certain things will work out well for you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, Mr. Yancey, what do you want to tell us? Ms. Harts is asking about her movement, her progression.
Yes, Your Honor, she is close to a promotion. She's really doing well. She's working on a goal, which she did articulate to you. So she's in compliance with her program. We want her to just start making some payments, and then the promotion will be pretty easy for her.
All right, now payments is not the only thing that's holding her up for promotion, right? Because we don't hold people back for that, but they won't be able to finish our program in a timely manner.
No, that's not what's holding her up.
Okay.
No, just the time. She's real close. She's been working pretty hard. She's been diligent. So I don't see her not getting a promotion in that sport hearing.
All right, very good. Ms. Warfield, anything you want to add?
Nothing to add. Just keep up the good work, Miss Harts. I love their attitude that you have towards everything, and it's something I'm working on, is being intentional about being the bigger person, because I'm very quick to say match energy, and we can't do that. That's not the way to be. So I'm leaning on you. Listen, you're my example right now. So I
Oh, thank
appreciate that.
you.
I appreciate you sharing that. But keep up the good work. You're doing a great job.
No problem. Thank you so much.
All right. If nothing else, I'm going to give you your next court date. And that is going to be on February 14th. And it'll be at 9:45 a.m. Does that work for you, Ms. Hart?
Yep, that's good.
All right. Very good. You are in great shape. Take good care of yourself. Keep doing what you're doing. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. I have a few dates I need to put on the record. I have first for Bianca Sanders, SB 109-16562, SB 1105-8191, and SB 137-42551. Ms. Sanders is in phase 2. She's going to have a consultation on today, and I am going to bring Ms. Sanders back on February the 14th, 2024, and that will be at 9:45 a.m. I also have for Carolyn Wellman, case number Z8087031. Ms. Wellman is having a consultation on today, and she will return to court on February 14th, 2024, and that will also be at 9:45 a.m. I'm ready now to move to my 9:15 a.m. docket, and I am going to start off first with Calvin Austin. Good morning, Mr. Austin.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, I have for you case number Z8087701. State your full name for me.
Calvin Austin.
All right, Mr. Austin, how are things going with you?
It's going good. Still busy at work. Like, we have 2 state inspections over the last few weeks at the towards the end of January, and we got our reports back. So I've been working extra to kind of do the corrections and suggestions for the state inspection, but we still certified to do the testing, so everything worked out well.
Well, congratulations to you. Congratulations. Yes. All right. How's the house coming along?
It's coming along. Like, I'm getting used to it. Like, at first, it was one of those things where it was just like it didn't dawn on me, but it feels good coming home to my own home every day now. Like, I really do like it, and my cat likes it now.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Have you been having any? I also heard that you're doing very well on your job. Some good things have been happening on your job, right?
Yeah. Yes. I got a raise because I've been putting in a lot of time and stuff like that. And there's another one planned for March, so I'm excited about that. Like they told me that everybody's getting a raise in March, but they gave me one right before the holiday season. So that definitely helped out with moving into the new house and a couple other things. So I'm really happy, like, with my job. Like, I love my job.
Good, good, very good. All right. Are you having any difficulties with working your program? I know we had a little hiccup maybe a week or so ago, but you're back on track and no issues, right?
No, ma'am. No issues.
All right. What do you need us to assist you with to keep you on track, to keep you moving forward?
I'm okay at this point. Like, I'm still going to the weekly group meeting, but it's 2 times a week now. So I go on Tuesday and Thursday. So my schedule is pretty busy. Like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I go to the gym. Tuesday and Thursday, I go to my group meetings. And I work half a day on Saturday. So only day I fully have off is Sunday. So I stay pretty busy and get time to get some rest on Sunday. But I'm just trying to keep my head down, stay focused, stay out of trouble, make better decisions, and like not put myself in that situation again that we experienced 2 weeks ago.
All right. Very good. Very good. What questions do you have for the team on this morning?
I don't have any questions this morning.
No questions? All right, Mr. Page, anything additional? Ask to Mr. Austin. I have him in phase 2. I know that he's gotten some time there, but we had a little hiccup. So that was a little bit of a setback, Mr. Austin. And so I just want to encourage you to keep going so that you can be ready to promote up, in the near future. Mr. Page, anything additional you want to add?
Yeah, just to kind of piggyback on what you just said, Judge. Mr. Austin is doing great. He just had that hiccup a couple weeks ago, which is kind of holding him back from phasing up to the next phase. But he is back on track. I'm not having any issues out of Mr. Austin at this time.
All right, very good, very good. I am going to give you some dates.
Attorney Warfield?
Where is she? Attorney Warfield? She's on.
Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. It's so good seeing you smiling and hearing all the great updates about you.
All right, and I love your hair.
Oh, thank you.
Really nice.
Thank you.
Always. All right. So here are your dates, Mr. Austin. You have February 14th. I'm going to do a consultation for you with your case manager. And then you will see me on February 21st, 2024. And that is going to be at 9:35 a.m. Okay?
All right, I got it down.
All right, you are all set, sir. Enjoy your day and the rest of your week.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, I am ready on Patrice Ellis. I have case number 220-452-5601. Miss Ellis, unmute and state your full name for me, please.
Patrice Nicole Ellis.
How are you this morning, Miss Ellis?
Fine, how you doing?
I am doing very well, doing very well. All right, you're brand new to us. Tell us, what do you think of it so far?
I think everything is going pretty good. I just have one concern on where I drop it twice a week. It's hard for me to get there because of transportation. And I was wondering if you can make it to where I can drop once a week instead of twice a week.
No, ma'am, I'm required. You are required to test twice a week right now. It won't be that way always throughout the life of the program, but right now it's a minimum of 2 times per week random. So this is what I want you to do, though. I hear your concerns. Get with your case manager so you all can talk about how we can make it easier, or you all can work together to make it, I don't want to say easier, but more convenient for you to get to your testing location twice a week, because it is mandatory. Okay?
Okay.
Do you live far from the court?
Yes, I do.
All right. So because I was going to indicate that the court is an option for you to come here and test. You know, we're on a major bus line. And so you can always come here and test Monday through Friday when the court is open, as long as you get here. I'd like you to get here before 3:30. So, but talk to Mr. Page. Mr. Page, have that discussion with her so that if we can do, if there's anything that we can do to help her to not incur hardship in getting her 2 times random in, that we do so. But she's got to do 2 times a week. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I'll talk to her.
Okay.
All right. Very good. What else is going on with you, Miss Ellis? What else have you observed about the program that you may be having some challenges with?
That's about it. Other than that, I have no problem with the program.
All right. How are they treating you at my side?
They're treating me good.
Okay, very good. Do you think you have a good connection with the counselor that you're meeting with?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. I want to encourage you to be open and honest so that they are able to assist you in those areas where you may need a little help, okay?
Okay.
All right. And so, Miss Ellis, I know that you're new, but I also want to just encourage you. I know that you're here on a case that was transferred to us from another judge, but in specialty court, we do more than just address the charge that was brought before us. If there are other needs and other aspects of your life, then we want you to reach out and let us know, okay? We can't help you or point you in the direction of resources that have been made available to us if we don't know, okay?
Okay.
All right, so make sure you open your mouth and say something, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Is there anything else you'd like to share with me or anything else?
Oh, I apologize. I missed one day of dropping Sunday by accident, and I apologize for that. It won't happen again.
All right.
Oh, that's news to me.
All right. You missed the test when?
Sunday.
Mr. Page?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said that's news to me. Sorry.
All right, they didn't report it?
I'm a double check. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Sunday was the 28th, correct?
Yes.
Actually, no, it's not on here. But yeah, it's not on here, Judge. It's not on there. I don't see it. It doesn't say she like missed a check-in or anything for that date.
So
I misread it.
all right. I need you to follow up with the facility because she's saying she missed a test, but you are calling every day.
Yes.
To see if you have to check, right? If you have to test, right?
Yeah, they text me.
We don't do text.
No, we don't do text. We don't do text. You got to pick up the phone every day and call. I don't rely on text. I rely on phone calls. You calling them.
Okay.
I'll talk to her, Judge, and just reiterate everything as far as the testing.
And then I need to find out why it's not in the system.
Okay.
That she missed on Sunday.
Okay.
All right. So make sure when your color drops, when you call and they say you have to test, that you get up and you go, okay?
Okay.
All right. What other questions do you have for us?
That's about it.
That's it. All right. Very good. Are you noticing any changes in yourself at all? Might be too early.
Yes.
Is there one thing in particular you can tell us that you can share with us that you see that's a change?
I'm more responsible.
All right. I love it. And that's a good change, right?
Yes.
Very good. It's only going to get better, Miss Ellis.
Right. And I'm going through therapy and it's going good. It's helping me.
So you like therapy?
Yes.
I love it. I love it. All right, those are some good changes. So I want to encourage you to keep going, keep giving your 100%, showing up, doing the things you're supposed to do, because it's only going to get better, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Mr. Page, anything else?
Nothing too much. Miss Ellis is, like you said, she's pretty much brand new to the program. I would like to say thank you for her honesty. If she did miss a drop, and a lot of people don't even do what you just did by saying that you missed one. So you coming in good, and I can tell you now the judge loves that. So
Yes.
well, we don't love that you miss a
Absolutely.
test, but we love your honesty for sure.
Right.
So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. But other than that, she's doing good. She's getting acquainted with the program. It seems like it's working well for her so far. So I have no issues at this time.
All right, very good. I'm going to give you some dates. Give me a second. I'm going to give you some dates. Your consultation with your case manager will be on February 7th, 2024 at 1:30. And then I will see you on Zoom, unless your case manager tells you otherwise, on February 14th, 2024 at 9:45 a.m. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Take care. Good to see you. You're off to a great start, Miss Ellis.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Can you
Okay,
mute me
bye-bye.
for just 1 second, please? I need to take this one. Yes. Okay, I'm back to my 9:15, and I am going to go to Miss Williams. I see you for Brianna Williams. I have case number 210-443-0401. Good morning, Miss Williams.
Good morning.
State your name for me, please.
Brianna Yvette Williams.
You know, I get nervous when I have you and Kalnina on at the same time, because y'all both give me a run for my money. I'm like, oh, how I get both of the Williams girls on this morning. Y'all give me a run for my money. That's okay. I will run for my money. I run real fast too, don't I, Miss Williams? How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good. You're in a good place.
Yes, just tired.
You tired? Is that from work or some other things?
Yeah, from work.
All right, but you're gonna get that check in a couple of days, right?
Yes, I am.
All right, very good. How are things going with Miss Kimberly?
It's going okay.
It's going okay. All right. Are you still? Go ahead.
No, it's not no issues or anything like that. I just like Dr. Alexander. I wish he could be my therapist. I like him. I like his program.
I understand, but you know
But
he's
everything's going good.
He's covering a specific subject matter,
Yep,
and so I need you to focus on that particular subject matter with him, and then
No,
you
that's all.
still
That's
will
all
have
he
to
be
see Miss
doing. He
Kimberly.
just do a real good job, and he helped me like manage it and like just give me like little quotes to repeat and say and stuff like that.
All right. Listen, you missed your appointment with Dr. Alexander though on February. I'm sorry. You missed an appointment with him. Is that right? Did she miss an appointment?
No,
So
I didn't
Judge,
miss an appointment.
yeah, so Judge, I think we got it straight because I told Miss Price, she said that she missed on the 10th, But I report when
Mhm.
when Miss Williams last reported, I believe that was the 17th, and she said she spoke to him. So I don't know if there was like just a date mix up or whatever. But even Miss Williams told me that she spoke to Dr. Alexander and she liked it. So, and that was on the 17th.
All right, let's just make sure, Miss Williams, that you, when your appointments are scheduled, that you go. Because you're not gonna get the assistance that you need if you don't show up, okay?
No, I did show up. He said it was a conflict with the paperwork. He was saying he had to explain to Miss Price that it was a certain way that I was to enter through the program, and he couldn't just keep talking with me. And we hadn't went through the proper steps to get me the intake and get into the program. So we just
Okay,
did
so
the intake
did you,
last week.
got it. All right, so things should be fine going forward, right?
Yes, yes.
All right, very good. Just make sure Ms. Price is aware of the information that Ms. Williams is giving today, Mr. Page, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good, very good. All right, I also learned that you want to become a CNA.
Yes, because I did do that before, but I didn't like take it so serious to pass the test. But that's like really something that I've been thinking about for a long time, and I want to do something in the field with helping people.
I love it. I love it. So do it. Go for it. You can do it. Are you already connected to a program?
I do kind of got somewhere in mind, but you know, starting off is like $800. So like I plan to have that by within 2 weeks to, you know, start the program. Because I don't
All
want to
right,
be stuck at that other job that I'm working at. It's breaking my body down.
Okay. But listen, I'm so proud of you. A couple of things that you want to do something else. You're aspiring to do something else. You've got a plan. Sounds like you have a plan in place, save you money so you can pay for the class. But you are also maintaining your current employment until things get better. And so that's
Yes.
good. That's what responsible adults do, right?
Yes. Not
I
quit
love
and
it.
don't have nothing else.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Mr. Page, I do want you to check with Miss Griffin, as well as you might even want to touch base with Mr. Morgan about some CNA programs that may be available. I don't know about at no cost, but I know at one time, this has been a long time ago, in one of our other specialty courts, we had a few people that were going to classes for CNA, and I know that they were working some things out for them. And so, Mr. Yancey, I don't know if you recall that, but I'd like to see her if she can get connected to a program that maybe will assist with costs. That would be great. But I definitely want her to move forward with achieving that goal to be a CNA. Okay?
I'll assist Mr. Page, whatever we gotta do.
Okay, cool.
All right. I love it. So you all connect and make that happen. Yes. All right. Very good. Yes, we appreciate you. Listen, ma'am, this is the time. Dream again, and let's do it. Let's get it done. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Very good. Are you having any issues or concerns that you need to bring to the court's attention?
None.
All right. I see Ms. Resende said Michigan Works will assist with a CNA program. So Mr. Page, Mr. Yancey, put that down and let's get her connected. Michigan Works. We do, and I know Ms. Cleveland has used Michigan Works for a number of things as well.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Resende. All right, very good. All right. Miss Williams, did you have any questions that you need to raise with the team this morning?
No, everything is good. That's it.
All right. Mr. Page, you reported that Miss Williams is still in phase 1. I can't get you to phase 2 until I get a screen that's negative. And
I'm
so
gonna be
you're
out real
holding yourself
soon.
up. All right. All right,
I
come on,
promise.
keep pushing. You're
I am.
chugging away and you're doing things to help yourself to get there. So I'm proud of you on that note. All right.
Yes.
All right, all right, thank you. Mr. Page, anything else to report?
Nothing additional at this time. Just want to encourage her to keep doing what she's doing, and we're moving in the right direction to, make sure she gets to that next phase. I promise you that the day that I get that screen that says negative, you can phase up that day. I'm telling you. So
Okay.
use that as your motivation. So we good.
Okay.
All right, very good. I'm gonna give you a couple of dates. You will have a face-to-face consultation. That's going to be on February 7th, 2024. And then your court date will be February 14th at 10:15 a.m. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
All right, you are all
Thank you.
set.
Y'all have a good
Thank
day.
you.
Okay.
You too, thank you. Do you need to see me before I do, Miss West?
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
All right, Miss West, you are up next, and then Miss Resende.
So that high.
All right, let's go to Christy West. I have for Miss West, case number 210-443-3201. Miss West, state your full name for me.
My name is Christy Deshay West.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you? I love your hairstyle. How are you?
Thank you. I'm all is well. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How's your son doing?
He's doing much better. He's in a group home, so he's not that far away from me now. So he'll be home soon. So it's just a transitioning period. So he'll be home. Yeah.
All right. Very good. Very good. And so you're excited about that? Are you preparing for him to come home?
Yeah, I am. We're preparing for him. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. How do you feel that you're doing on your path with respect to working the program? How do you feel about it?
I feel good about it. I feel like I'm doing well.
Okay. Do you feel that you're making some personal progress?
Oh, I absolutely have. Yeah, I have.
All
Yes.
right. Is there one thing that you can share with us that you consider to be personal progress?
Well, as far as the drinking, like I have no urge, no, like drinking is a thing of the past. I don't want to drink it off.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Good. Very good. Very good. And are you still showing up? You're at team? Are you still showing up at team and doing your part?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Good. And do you find those services to be helpful to you?
Very much so, yes.
All right. Very good. Very good. Is there anything that you need us to do to help you to continue your progress?
Not at this time, no.
All right. Who do I have? Mr. Yancey, what do you want to add as to Miss West? Anything additional? You reported that she is doing well. I know that we did talk about, one thing I did forget about, there were some financial things, challenges that were brought to our attention. And so one of the things, Mr. Yancey will get with you about how we're going to make some adjustments, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
How does that sound?
That sounds good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sounds good? Okay, very good. I'm glad. All right. So, Mr. Yancey, is there anything else you want to address? You can share that with her off record.
Sure. She's nothing else to address. Yeah, and Miss West, she's working really, really hard. Which we appreciate. She's had some ups and downs, but she's getting through it. She, contacts me when there's some issues. We address it as soon as possible, and that keeps her from any kind of violations or sanctions. So she's figured that out. Other than that, she's her self-report is accurate.
All right, awesome. Miss Warfield, did you have anything you wanted to add as to Miss West?
I just wanted to encourage you, Ms. West, to keep going. Again, we did staff your matters yesterday, so know it's a lot going on, but we're here to help. But know and understand that we are very proud of you. So in any way in which we can assist, continue to let us know, seriously, okay? Because we want to make sure that we're helping you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, very good. If nothing else, and we are very proud of the progress that you've made, Ms. West. I hope you know that. We all are. We talked about it in staffing yesterday. All right?
Thank you.
All right. I have Ms. West in phase 3, Mr. Yancey. And so I am going to have her do a consultation. And that is going to be she will do that on February 14th. 2023, that'll be at 1:30. And then the return to court date will be February 21st. And I will put her on for 10:05 a.m. Does that work for you?
Yes, it does.
All right, awesome. You are in great shape, Miss West. Good to see you. Keep up the great work that you're doing, okay?
I will. Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. Bye-bye. All right, I have 2 people that are unaccounted for at 9:15. I have Zafier McQueen. Where's Mr. McQueen?
Morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for specialty court. I have made several attempts to contact him by telephone and by email, and he has not responded, Your Honor. His phone is going straight to voicemail. I don't know where he is at this time. He was aware of the court date because I talked to him for face-to-face, and he knew that he had court this morning. Your Honor, he does work. I don't know if that's what's the impediment today, but he knew, and he said that he would be appearing today. I don't know if you want to just allow me to try to make contact with again.
Yes,
to see if
I'll
he can
give
get
some
on.
more time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give some more time.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Your Honor.
And then, thank you, Miss Cleveland. And then I have Nicole Scott.
She's in the courtroom,
Who has?
Judge.
Oh, all right, Miss Scott, very good. I did not realize you were sitting over there in the box. You in the box, though. Okay. Okay. All right, we'll come, I'll do you after I do Miss Resende, okay? All right, very good. Let's do it, Miss Resende. I have case number SP 101-40632, SP 101-95101, case number 220-4527301. Miss Resende, state your full name for the record.
Yes, Dominique Resende.
All right, how are you this morning, ma'am?
Oh, I'm much better today.
You are?
Yes, Your Honor. I had 2 rough days, but I got through it.
You did. What did you do to get through them?
I went to group. First, I went home and cried. I had my moment. Then I went to group. And yeah, now I'm on quarantine because I caught COVID, but
okay.
Yes.
Make sure you wear a mask if you go out, when you go out to test or what have you, wear your mask.
Yes, Your Honor. So yeah, I just been using my resources and my tools. I have refused to backslide again. So it's okay. Better days
proud
are
of you.
Thank you.
Better days are coming. Is that what you said?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And they are. You've got to believe that. And if you believe it, then you've got to act like it. So better days are coming. I want to make some good choices so that I can enjoy those better days, right?
Yes, indeed.
And so I want to applaud you for, I heard about, I know you have some other things some other matters that are going on. And I heard about, some things that happened that you weren't expecting and weren't really favorable, but it's not over. And I am so proud of you that you did not use that as an opportunity to go backwards. You used that as an opportunity to regroup, to tap into your resources, to get some additional assistance, and to forge ahead. And so I want everyone to join me in giving Ms. Resende a judicial applause. Awesome job, Ms. Resende. Awesome job. Awesome job. Very proud of you. Very proud of you. Is there anything that we can do to assist you with staying on track? Because you are doing a great job.
Not at this moment. Not at this moment. I think I got it. I told Ms. Harris if I need her, she 1 email and phone call away. I promise.
Okay, very good. Very good. I've also learned that you are doing some real estate classes. Is that correct?
Yes.
I love it. It's a great time to do real estate in Detroit, right? Or in Michigan.
Yes.
That's awesome.
I had got 2 job offers to work from home. And I was just like, why not? Let me see. So I'm getting my study on feet right now while you were handling other matters on my laptop.
Getting your work done. All right. Very good. But you are working, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So you had some other job offers and you're just gonna see what the direction you decide to go in?
Yes, Your Honor. So with the real estate company that offered me the position, I can make my own schedule and work from anywhere as long as I have Wi-Fi. So
very good. All right, ma'am. It's nothing like having options, right? Saying yes to this and no to that. I love it. Have some options. All right. Very good. Very good. What questions do you have for the team this morning?
I don't have any.
None?
I don't have.
All right. All right. Have they assigned your new counselor to you?
Yes. Her name is Laura. And I met my new case manager, Mr. Wilder, Alan Wilder.
All right. Very good. So Miss Laura and then the case manager is Mr. Allen Wilder.
Wow.
Okay, very good, wonderful. All right, and I have your commitment to work with them, right?
Yes, Your Honor. I actually
Okay.
had my first meeting with them yesterday.
Good, how did it go?
Good. I was they were laughing because at first I was moping and they was like, why you looking like that? And I said, because I gotta build a new rapport. I said, but I'm willing to. I told them, I said, as long as y'all could take me as I am, I'm gonna take y'all as y'all are. And they was like, okay. I was like, 'cause I'm gonna give you straight no chaser. Like, this is supposed to be a judgmental free zone. And they was like, oh, we could deal with her. Yeah, come on.
Okay, good. And thank you for having an open mind, for at least trying, okay?
Yeah, most definitely. You don't know till you try. So I tried.
That's it. You gotta try it. Give it a good old try, right?
Yes.
All right. All right. Ms. Harris, you reported on yesterday that Ms. Resende is in compliance. Is there anything additional?
No, Your Honor, not at this time. She's doing great.
All right, very good. You will have a consultation with Ms. Harris on February 7th, 2024 at 1:30. And then you will see me on February 14th, 2024. And I am going to put you on for 10:15 a.m. Okay?
So Ms. Harris at 30?
Yes.
Okay. And then you are the 14th?
Valentine's Day, 10:15.
Oh, Miss Holmes, you gonna be my Valentine's girl?
Yes, I'm gonna have a whole docket on Valentine's Day.
Okay,
Yes,
so
yes, and yes.
All righty, I have everybody locked in.
All right, you are in great shape. Good to see you. If you need us, reach out, okay?
I will do. You guys have an amazing day and bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so I am ready on Nicole Scott. Wait a minute, Miss Warfield, have you gone in the breakout room to speak with Miss Scott?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Who's the case manager for Miss Scott?
That's me, Judge. I can
Mr.
come down right
Page?
now.
Come on, I need you all to have that stuff working. I know you're doing 3 things in 5 directions. I'm gonna give you 6. Come on, 4 things in 6 directions.
I'm coming right
We've
now,
got
Judge.
it. I want you to speak with the attorney, okay? So yes? Okay, how are you this morning? I can't hear you. All right, very good. We're gonna service you. All right, let's keep moving. I have the 2 people that are coming from the jail. Mr. Page, Mr. Pointer is coming today. He's supposed to go to Team Jefferson while they work on his housing.
Yeah, I'm not
services
sure
through
what a mix.
DWIN.
Yeah, I'm not sure what a mix-up was, but I did speak with Miss Griffin. She said that they are available, so we can
Let's get him and get him together.
Yeah, we can proceed.
All right, and then Mr. Mosley is supposed to be here as well to do his intake.
Right, and he'll be
And
ready.
he's going to Elmhurst.
Right, correct.
Okay. All right.
So, and
Just
then
wanna make sure
I also have Miss Tawanda Hicks. I spoke to Naomi's Nest and she's supposed to be on. So they were trying to get her on. I don't know if they're in the breakout room or in the waiting room or what, but
there's no one in the waiting room.
Okay, I'll call back over there.
Okay, we want to check in on her because she's a phase 1 too. All right, very good. Can I go to the 10:30 matters or do some dates? You can check in early. Good morning, council. You checking in on the 10:45?
I am, Your Honor. I look forward to us understand a little bit.
And we may be
City attorney.
yeah, we may be on time too. So thank you for coming early. I appreciate that. We're moving on time today. I got
And
to
Your
knock on
Honor,
wood.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, Your Honor.
Right.
I'm actually retained on that 10:45 matter. So
Okay, do the 2 of you need to speak before we get started?
yes, please.
Hop on Zoom upstairs and we can.
We can get into a breakout room. Yep. That'd be great. We can move that along, Your Honor.
All right, awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go. I'm gonna put some dates on the record while we're getting Miss Scott together. All right, hold on, let me do this. Yeah. All right. I'm ready. I have, I have for Devin Cronk, case number 190-466-1901.
February 7th at 9 a.m.
The 7th at
Yes.
9? Okay. Thank you. I have for Augustine Cruz, U557-97509, 210-565-5401, U166-64814, 11553-126, counts 1 and 2.
He's scheduled for February the 2nd at 8:35. I don't know if you want to change that. That's only 2 days away. Want to put that for next week?
Oh, did I have that a mess in the wrong place? I probably did, counting them off wrong. Let's put him on February 9th, 2024, and that will be at 8:35 a.m. Thank you. That was for Mr. Cruz.
Yes.
All right. I have for Evan Fargo, case number Z808-8251.
His court date is February the 7th at 8:45.
All right. I have for Aaron Foy. That's my cause missing. I have for Aaron Foy, case number U582-89420.
You also have him for February the 2nd at 8:35, Judge.
Let's move him to February 9th, 2024 at 8:35 a.m. For Shade Gentry, case number Z808-4141.
Her court date is February the 7th at 9:35.
Thank you. For Shanita Harris, Z808-4371.
Her court date is February the 7th at 9:35.
Thank you. For Felicia Jefferson, Z808-6281.
Her court date is February the 7th at 9:35.
Thank you. For Cynthia Mixon, 230-571-7801.
Her court date is February the 7th at 9 a.m.
And I don't have a file for her. I have a couple of files missing. All right. For Lawan Nunn, Z808-3241.
His court date is February the 7th at 9 a.m.
Okay. For Angela Pakla, 200-455-4101.
Her court date is February the 7th at 9:35.
And then I have for James Tobler, case number 053-46551 and case number 220-455-0201.
His court date is February the 7th at 9 a.m.
All right, thank you. And I don't think I've missed anyone. We have our 10:45 a.m. trial. Let's go to those 10:30 matters.
Okay.
I have for Ali Ajami. There were, case number SX 4266505, counts 1, 2, and 3.
Did not pay.
All right, and so the 2 that we were supposed to pay, are they both civil infractions?
I'm checking that right now.
Count 1 is.
Count 3 is a civil infraction. Count 1 is a misdemeanor. And count 2 is a civil infraction.
How much does he owe on the misdemeanor?
So count 1, 350.
All right, so as to count 1, This is the date that he gave me under oath that he would pay. A caveus will issue, the bond will be set at $350 cash or surety, which is the amount that is owed. And then as to count two, if the charge was amended, it will be reinstated and a default judgment will be entered. And for count three, a default judgment will be entered. I'm going to Bianca Sanders. Did Ms. Sanders get those paid?
She did not.
Mr. Page?
This page isn't come.
Okay, let's adjourn these to the date, her next date. What date did I already give her?
She has.
She's a part of our specialty court.
Yes. Her court date is February 14th at 9:45.
All right, so I'm going to adjourn these two, adjourn the pays for Bianca Sanders, SP 109-16561 and SP 110-58193. I'll adjourn those to February 14th, 2024 at 9:45 a.m. All right. And that leaves us with just a few matters and some jail matters. And then aren't you all supposed to finish your motion this morning as to Miss, what's the last name? I don't see her on my docket.
I didn't put it on the document.
I'm sorry.
I didn't put it on the document.
Okay, yes, for Miss Boykin, we should continue, we need to do that. I think Miss,
Roger.
Miss,
And Miss Warfield is
in another room, right?
Correct. Yes.
All right. We're not ready for the trial just yet, so we're just gonna place you in the waiting room, Mr. Armstrong, okay?
Judge, could I go in the breakout room with Attorney Warfield and Attorney Hill too, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I'm going to do this. And then that way you can bounce to where you need to. I gave you co-host abilities.
Perfect, thanks.
All right, you're welcome. Yes, Miss Cleveland?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Is it possible that I could have Mr. McQueen's case moved to Friday? I'm having trouble reaching him. It's going straight to voicemail. He's usually responsive to my calls, but I don't know
He
what's going
is.
on. So I am concerned, but I'm trying to allow him time to call me back.
All right, I'll adjourn it to Friday, which is February 3rd, 2024. And I'm going to put him on, it would have to be at 9:45 a.m., okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then that is for Zapier McQueen, case number 20059666501.
Thank you, Your Honor.
9:45. So Miss Cleveland, if you don't hear from him by the end of the day, I'm concerned and we may need to do a wellness check.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Because that is not like him, not like him
he
at all.
usually does. So I'll let you know before the end of the day, actually, Your Honor. I'm just waiting. I'm gonna try to make more contact with him, see if he'll respond to my phone calls, because I tried 3 times already.
Okay, very good, very good. All right. Let's do it. I am ready on Ms. Scott, Nicole Scott. I have case number Z8089671. Ms. Scott, state your full name for me.
Nicole Scott.
All right. Good morning to you. How are you this morning? All right. I know that you came in and you sat in the box. I also know that you're new to the program, and what I want to know is, are you trying?
Yeah.
All right, and I still have your commitment to work the program.
Yeah.
All right, do you think you need a little more help than what you're receiving, or you need a little more time in working with the help that you're receiving? You think you need both? Okay, you need a little more help as well as a little more time. All right, thank you for being honest. Thank you. I don't want to make the wrong assumption. Is she confirming what the test results said?
So, Your Honor, yes, after speaking with Ms. Scott, she is confirming that she used a product that she did not recognize had a THC component in it. It was a lotion that she did not, well, a rub that she didn't recognize had THC in it. So she is admitting usage of that, taking full responsibility. I did remind Ms. Scott and reiterated that she is responsible for everything that she consumes and puts on her body. So she's fully aware. She told me that this was a one-off, that this is not going to be a habit. We are awaiting her test results today. But I believe that Ms. Scott won't have any, further hiccups along this line moving forward. I spoke with Mr. Page. His recommendation, in which I am agreeing to, would to have Ms. Scott do a consumption log in which she would submit each Friday. I did express to Ms. Scott that whatever she consumes and places onto her body must go on this log.
Yes. Yes, that way we know what's going on. So, Ms. Scott, listen, I'm going to, and thank you, Attorney Warfield. I'm going to stress to you, honesty is everything. You just said to me, you need more help and you need time. And so if you are struggling with picking up, with using anything, this is the time to say, hey, I'm struggling. I thought I could walk away from it, not do it, and I'm still doing it, because that requires different kind of help, right? We have a specialist that works with our clients, specific as to the substance that you're picking up. And so we want to make sure we're doing everything we can do to help you. How does that sound to you?
I did not smoke or consume weed. I did not know sativa, which is in the black sea or is weed. I knew to look for cannabis or hemp. I didn't know that's what that was, sativa.
Yes, ma'am.
So, no, I'm not smoking, I'm not drinking, I'm not doing whatever.
Okay, all right, very good. So listen, make sure you keep your log, but I'm going to suggest to you those products that you have with all of those other things in it. You might want to at least do your research and see if it'll cause a positive screen, because you won't be able to be positive for that substance in this program, THC, okay? All right, very good. Mr. Page, did you want to add something?
Yes, Judge. I did speak with Ms. Scott about that rub that she put on. What I can say is her screen was positive, so it was positive on the 24th, but it was negative on the 26th, and she's negative today as well.
Okay.
So I do believe that this was kind of like a one-off thing where she just didn't know. So I think she'll be on the right track going forward.
All right, awesome, awesome. All right, Ms. Scott, you've only been with us for what, maybe a week? What do you think of the program so far? You trying? It's a lot, but we take it in small increments, okay? Not asking you to do everything that's on the court order all at one time, but we want to take small baby steps, okay? And when you're struggling, let your case manager know, let your attorney know, let me know, let somebody know, hey, I'm struggling, okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. What's been the hardest part so far?
getting around to go do it.
All right, so you have some transportation challenges? Would it help you if we gave you bus tickets?
To pay the bill, getting
Okay,
car.
all right. And so we said something earlier. I don't know if you were, I didn't even know if you were sitting there. My apologies. But we said something earlier about assisting with bus routes. And so would that be something that you'd be interested in? Or you know the bus route, it's just the timing is not good?
I know the bus route is just getting there and
Okay, all right, let's work it out, okay? Mr. Page, find out if there's anything we can do to help her so that she can get to where she needs to be. All right? All right, what other questions do you have?
only other question was, I know that she was giving out the date of February 14th.
Yes.
And I have probate for my son.
Okay, all right, then I will not give you that date. How about that? I'm gonna move you. I'll move you to that Friday. Does that work for you?
Yes.
All right, that's the date that I'm gonna move you to. Because today was her actual hearing date, right? Correct. All right, so she is technically up for a consultation and then a court date, right?
Consultation on Wednesday 7th. Wednesday before.
I'm still off a week. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong week. All right, so yes, you can do your consultation with Mr. Page on February 7th, 2024. That'll be at 1:30. And then you'll come back to court on Zoom unless Mr. Page tells you otherwise. You'll see me on the 16th, yes, of February, and that will be at 9:15 a.m., okay? All right, what questions do you have for us today? No questions? All right, get up and give it your best shot, okay? And when you are struggling, Mr. Page, work with her so we can help her work through her difficulties. How does that sound to you, Ms. Scott? All right, very good. It's good to see you today. All right, take care. Thank you, Ms. Warfield. All right, you all have a few more minutes for that the trial, and then it looks like you've got somebody in there. Who is that?
Mr. Mosley, that's the intake, so I just want to sign his contract.
And then you ready to present it?
Yes.
Let's do
Well,
it.
he does have to speak.
I need to speak with him, Your Honor.
Yes, sorry.
No
So the
problem.
conference room is already set up. Let's do that. While he's getting him, can we go to Boykin, please?
I'm ready on Boykin whenever
We can do
defense is.
Boykin now.
Okay, I need a case number for Boykin. Boykin won't be on my docket because the case hasn't come out yet. That's why. All right, do you all have a case number for Boykin? Marquita Boykin.
I have lots of case numbers. I just don't know which one's pending.
What is it? Right. I don't know which one is pending.
I think
Marquita. Quita.
No, it's
What's the charge? Anyone know the charge?
I believe it's malicious destruction. Wait, is that the old one or the new one? Yeah, malicious destruction of a building.
Okay, I have a case number. I have case number 220-445-7801, and that charge is malicious destruction of a building.
All right, for the people.
Good morning, Sydney Rogers for the people, P82072.
Thank you for defendant.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391 on behalf of defense.
All right, thank you. We started this argument, or I started a hearing regarding the eligibility for Marquita Boykin. And there were a few things that I asked for because there was a charge of assault with the intent to do great bodily harm, as well as there was um, a, what was described as a stabbing, which I did receive some information. Did you all receive the information from Mr. Page, which was descriptive of what happened in that particular matter? And with that, since you both have received it, I am ready to proceed. Who wants to go first?
I can go ahead.
All right.
Thank you, Judge. To renew my argument from our previous hearing, the people are objecting to Ms. Boykin's admission into specialty program mental health court specifically based on her eligibility. We are under MCL 600.1093, which governs any admission to mental health court. It does say that the eligibility and admission into the court is up to the court's discretion, but no person has a right to be in mental health court, and also no violent offender can be allowed into the program. And a violent offender is detailed in this MCL as any person who causes death or serious bodily injury or criminal sexual conduct here. And Ms. Boykin is not eligible because she is a violent offender due to multiple reasons. Her very long criminal history, which starts in 2002, and each offense is a violent offense. In 2002, she was charged and pled to an assault with a dangerous weapon. In 2007, she was charged with, but it was dismissed, of assault and battery. 2011, she was charged with assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder, assault with a dangerous weapon, and she entered a plea to assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault. This matter we discussed at the previous hearing. Due to the age of the matter, my office was not able to get the police report on it, and as far as I know, probation did not provide it either. But moving on to the next charge, I was able to get the police report on, which is a 2017 charge. I'm sorry, there's two 2017 charges. One of offense date of May 20th, 2017, assault with a dangerous weapon, malicious destruction of a building, less than $200. She entered a plea to that. The next charge is an offense date of June 25th, 2017, assault with a dangerous weapon, 2 counts of that. It was dismissed per a plea agreement with, I believe, the above case. The case that has the incident date of June 25th, 2017, my office was able to get the police report on. That was provided to defense. And the facts here, once again, go unfortunately in line with her criminal history and are somewhat shocking. She goes to someone's house and attempts to assault them. She brings different weapons that she can use, a knife or a bat. In the process of this, the person that she was attempting to harm shot a gun and did shoot her. So she was not able to harm the person, but had every intention in the world while bringing 2 different weapons, of a bat and a knife. That moves us to 2022, which we have an assault with a dangerous weapon, which this court has been provided documentation regarding what the facts of that were. And here she stabbed someone in the hand, which right there is serious bodily injury, which is on the heels of the 2017 charges and convictions. And then in 2022, we also have escape from lawful custody. 2022, another charge of malicious destruction of property, less than $200. Another charge of malicious destruction of property. And that is the end of the criminal history I have. This history spans over 20 years. Every charge has a violent component to it, and the facts that we were able to get on some of the previous charges show that she has violent tendency, that she's intending to cause harm to other people by using weapons, a knife or a bat. Based on this, the people are asking for her to be denied eligibility because she's simply not eligible under the MCL of a violent offender. Thank you.
A question for you, Ms. Rogers. For the June 25th, 2017 offense, though she brought a weapon, a bat and a knife, there's nothing in the report that says she used it against anyone, right? That she caused any serious bodily injury to anyone, is that correct?
So yes, so my reading of the report is that she wasn't able to because the person she was attempting to.
Go ahead.
Because the
Oh.
person that she was attempting to assault fired off a safe shot to scare her off, and it did wound her. So we don't know what would happen, but she came to the situation armed with multiple weapons, a variety that she could choose from.
Right, but I have to look at whether or not she caused serious bodily injury. So that's looking at, oh my God.
Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Sorry. I mean, it ain't me. Oh, yeah.
Okay, no. I'm about to throw up. It's good. Okay. All right. We're gonna do that one through virtual. Okay.
Judge, if I could clarify something that I just said on the record, I'm reading the report again.
Yes.
It is saying that the offender, so there's a warning shot that did not strike the defendant, but the defendant then charged at the victim, and that's when she was shot. And she had a knife and a bat with her. So she did not do great bodily harm here, but was sure intending to and was in the process of it, was just stopped before she was able to. And this is an interesting case that we're looking at, or criminal history, I mean, because how vast the history is, and that the charges are the same thing over and over again. Assault with intent to do great bodily harm, felonious assault, over and over again, for over 20 years now. And the most recent charge that we have, she did harm someone. She stabbed someone in the hand. There was harm caused there. She was successful, unfortunately, that time, and was able to harm someone. I see what the court is asking regarding this 2017 matter. But when you look at the totality of her criminal history, she's just simply not eligible. These are all violent offenses that have been going on for over 20 years.
And so, and Ms. Rogers, while I agree with you, the standard is that it has to be, she caused serious bodily injury. I don't have the specifics of the other cases, and I understand your office is not able to get that. The other thing that I'm looking at is that clearly this person, that she has a history of offenses, violent offenses, at least by how they have been charged. And that's why it's important to look at what happened in the charge, because otherwise I'm only going to be able to be subjective. And that does not fall within the standard to be subjective. It has to be objective when I'm determining whether or not an individual is eligible. But I'm looking at the stabbing, and someone sent, and maybe Ms. Warfield will speak to this, the description of what that was, because any type of scratch, if you prick somebody with a knife, if a knife is involved, it's going to be counted as stabbing. And so it still brings us back to whether or not it is serious bodily injury. My concern for Ms. Boykin is that even clearly throughout the years, I hate to say this, but the system, she's just been a part of the system. Nobody's addressing the underlying issues of what's really happening with her, which according to, I believe Ms. Price reported, she does have a mental health diagnosis already in the system. And so she's kind of just been booked, processed, put back in the street, booked, processed, put back in the street. And the case that's currently pending, that is before Judge Bryant, which is why she referred her to us, is a case that she's not going to go to jail for this. She's not going to go to prison. She's going to, again, be booked, processed, back in the community, and not getting the help that I believe she should be getting. And so I'm looking at the serious bodily injury, and that's what I'm really listening for, because even if that is the case, I'm still beholden to the statutory language that talks about serious bodily injury. And so my intent, the statute does not speak to my intent. The statute speaks to death, serious bodily injury, criminal sexual conduct. It does not say anything about the person's intent. So my focus is really going to be on that 2022, with the cutting of the stabbing of the boyfriend. And did you all receive the same information that I received. I want to say that it came from case manager Page.
Your Honor, yes, if I could speak to that, I did get that information, and the agent's description of the offense is clear. The defendant did produce a small pocket knife. She did stab the complainant in the left arm near the shoulder. When medics arrived, they just observed a small cut on the complainant's left arm. There was no extensive report of him having to be transferred to the hospital, him having to have any type of surgery, him being injured in a serious bodily manner. With everything that has been placed on the record, and again, I don't want to repeat anything, Your Honor, you are completely right. Ms. Boykin has been in this system, and it's been a habit of her getting booked, getting processed, and then sent back into the community. While I appreciate Sister Counsel's argument that Ms. Boykin has a history and a pattern of certain offenses, I also think that that speaks to the severity of her needing help. The fact that she has been, arrested and processed on these charges, but hasn't been placed in a prison is telling, because it's showing that her actions aren't arising to the level in which a judge or a prosecutor believes that incarceration is needed. And instead of her being sent right back through the system, Your Honor, this time I believe we have an opportunity to get her the substantial help that she needs, so long as she adheres to our program. Based off of what's been placed on the record and the statutory requirements, Ms. Boykin has not inflicted any great bodily harm, serious bodily injury, death, or committed an act of sexual misconduct in any of these situations that we have been privy to and that we have had information for. So I am renewing my stance and my motion to allow her to be deemed eligible for our specialty court.
All right. Anything else for my consideration?
Yes, just very briefly, Judge, going back to the MCL regarding eligibility, there's essentially two prongs to deem someone not eligible. One is per se, they're not eligible if they're a violent offender. The second is that the court can use their discretion to not admit someone, as there's no right to being admitted to mental health court. If this court does find that the defendant is not a violent offender, I ask the court to use its discretion to not allow her in based on her criminal history, based on all of these charges, based on what's been put on the record, that she does have tendencies to be very violent. She has a very lengthy criminal history that is just simply not appropriate for district court and for this program. And that is why I'm asking for her to not be admitted into this program.
All right. I have heard the argument from both the people and from Ms. Warfield. And while her history does present, and I don't have facts from 2002, 2011, and then in 2017, there's nothing on the record that in this court's opinion places her in the category pursuant to MCL 600.109 subsection 3 subsection 1. Hope I have that right. If I don't, we'll correct it. But there's nothing on this record that would cause this court to conclude that she's caused serious bodily injury or criminal sexual conduct or death. And so I'm going to use my discretion to give her an opportunity to get help that she's probably needed since 2002, and that either was not available or that she opted out. And we see people oftentimes come through our mental health court, and we have to chase them down a number of times before we're able to really pull them in, get them a guardian, put some safeguards in place. And all of these things are done to keep them safe as well as the public at large. And so what I will say is I'll admit her into the program. We will have some safeguards in place because of course she's going to probably have to go to an inpatient facility. I'm not certain of that. We'll find out. I don't recall if Ms. Price indicated that. And let's at least give her a try to address her mental health issues, get the right combination, right complement of medications, get the right wraparound services that we know that we are capable of giving her, and hopefully get her on the right track. Otherwise, she's just going to be in a revolving door. And eventually she will do something where it will cost her her life or somebody else's life. But I just believe we should at least try, give it a try. So I'm going to admit her. I do know that Judge Bryant sentenced her on yesterday because she was expecting us to have the ruling as to eligibility. And so I need someone to reach out to her. I don't know if Attorney Warfield, you want to do that as the defense counsel to let her know that she was today found deemed to be eligible and that we would like to get her processed. And if the judge is still willing to do that, we'll certainly get her processed and let's get her on our Wednesday docket. We need to find out where she is.
Okay. Absolutely, Your Honor. I'll make the contact.
All right. And thank you all for the time and the energy and the research that went into finding out the details as to these charges to the extent that it's available. And the reason that I have you all do that is not because I want to see y'all run around like crazy, but oftentimes when you look at the face of a charge, and we had this happen, a young lady was charged with assaulting, resisting, obstructing an arrest, and it was determined she was not eligible for specialty court because she was a violent offender. She assaulted a police officer. And then when we looked at, the attorneys looked at the actual report, the report was that she was handcuffed. They were putting her into the car. Officer turned to look or to address something, and she bolted. Officer ran after her. They both fell. And so now she's got this charge that on the face of it appears to be violent, but she was acting within the scope of her addiction. Her addiction said, you can't get in this car because you need to get to where you can get your drugs and you've got to escape. And so I want to remain objective. We have to look at the specific facts. I can't just, I mean, of course, if they're charged with murder, I don't need to know the facts of that, but anything shy of that, the assaultive things, I need to know what happened. What happened? So we can determine whether or not it falls within that definition of violent offender causing serious bodily injury. And so I just wanted to put that on the record so you all can know I'm not just giving you a hard time. So with that, let's make that connection. You both are excellent attorneys. I appreciate you all and the hard work you do to make this machine work well and to make it work well with a human touch, a compassionate touch. So I appreciate both of you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Appreciate you saying that. And I did
All
want to
right.
put on the record, I forgot why we couldn't, I could get the 2017 matter, but nothing prior to that. 2017 is when everything switched electronically. So anything prior to that is very low likelihood we'll be able to get it.
Okay. All right. And how long are they required to keep records?
I am unsure, honestly. Could ask my
Okay.
office. I'm not sure.
I don't know
think they
why
would
10
still
years is buzzing, but it may not, may not be.
I think the issue is not that they don't exist, they're just not electronic, so it's very hard for us to get them, especially because they weren't our cases.
Oh,
I think that's
got
what the
it.
rub is.
Got it.
But thank
All
you,
right.
Judge.
Very good. Thank you. All right, I'm ready on my trial. I have a 10:45 trial. It's now 11:19. I'm satisfied. All the parties should be ready to roll. Let's do it. I'm calling case, let the record reflect that the prosecuting attorney is physically in the courtroom, so you all may not see him on the screen, but he is here. All right, very good. Thank you. I have for last name Armstrong. Thank you. Case number U669-50723 for the people.
Alexander Gallivan, people, P76961.
Thank you and good morning. For defendant.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391 on behalf of Mr. Armstrong, who is present via Zoom. We do not object to proceeding via Zoom.
Thank you. And then Mr. Armstrong, please place your name on the record.
Deontay Armstrong.
Thank you and good morning to you. All
Good
right,
morning.
are the parties ready? Thank you. Are the parties ready to proceed to trial?
Your Honor, we are. Defense is ready.
Your Honor, unfortunately, it looks like we may be missing a key witness. I don't know that the officers checked in. I would note for the record that I had been in personal communication with him earlier this week. We had provided an indication that he would be continuing to cooperate. I'm not sure if there was some sort of emergency, but I have no information as to his whereabouts.
All right, I will, and Ms. Mack, has the officer checked in or called the courtroom?
Not at this time, Judge.
All right, I will entertain your motion at this time.
Your Honor, today was the time and date set for trial. Defense being ready, we move that this matter be dismissed for lack of a complaining witness.
All right, in response?
Use discretion of the court, Your Honor, it's obvious he's not here.
All right, very good. Then I am going to grant your motion. I'm dismissing the matter without prejudice. And as you all know, the people are at liberty to reissue this matter should they choose to do so. The matter is dismissed. Thank you all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you, Attorney
Thank
Warfield.
you.
Next time we'll get to do it.
We'll
Did you hear
see.
that?
We'll see. Gotta ask
All
about
right.
me. You gotta ask about me.
I got a lot of respect. I saw you last year. All right, we'll take care.
All right, very good. Officer, is that other door? Thank you. Bye-bye, Mr. Armstrong. You're all
I can
set. You'll
leave?
get your
Okay.
dismissal
Yes, you're all
paperwork
set, Mr.
in the
Armstrong.
mail.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Counselor. All right. We have one intake. Have you spoken with the intake?
I'm gonna go into the breakout room now, Your Honor, to do the
All right.
run through of the order.
And
Yes.
he's gonna do his hearing from in there.
Okay.
And then, but I need somebody to stand guard on that other door. Let the other courtroom know. And pull Mr. Page, tell Ms. Page to come out and with the resuscitate.
Your Honor, we are ready for Mr. Mosley whenever you are.
We are ready on Mr. Cameron Mosley, case number U 6709812 3. Mr. Mosley, state your name for me.
Cameron Mosley.
All right, good morning to you, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Mr. Mosley, you ready to do this work?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you admit that you need the help?
I do.
All right, and you're willing to show up and do your part and get the help that you need?
Ma'am.
All right, Mr. Mosley, do you understand that there are some things that you are going to be ordered to do? All of them are going to be for your benefit. Do I have your commitment to follow the court's orders?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Tell me about your family. Who do you have in your family that's going to be cheering you on during this process?
My parents, my twin, and my daughter.
You said your parents, your twin, you have a twin brother?
My sister.
You have a twin sister. Very good. And you have a daughter?
Yes.
All right, very good. Well, I hope at some point we'll get to meet all of them so that we can all work together to get you on track and to keep you on track. How does that sound?
Great.
All right, very good. I'm going to hear from Mr. Page and then from your attorney, Ms. Warfield. Before I do that, you've spent some time with both of them. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so have they answered all of your questions?
Yes.
Awesome. Mr. Page, you may proceed.
Yes, ma'am. I have Mr. Cameron Mosley of Detroit. He is 24 years old. He graduated from Martin Luther King High School. He does have a daughter, like we just mentioned, she's 4 years old. I did speak with Mr. Mosley concerning the program, and it's something that he's very interested in. After I ran it down to him, he said his motivation is his daughter and that he has to do this program to be better for her. I believe that he will work this program and that we won't have any issues out of him. And I am recommending that he be admitted into our specialty court, Judge.
All right, Mr. Page, I know that you all ran a lien. Did you find that anything that would lead you to believe that he's a violent offender or a substantial risk or threat to the public?
Not at all, Judge.
All right, very good. I also know that he's undergone some screening. Is that correct? And assessments?
Yes. So he will be
All
going
right.
over to Elmhurst today as well.
All right, and that will be for inpatient treatment. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, very good. Miss Warfield, what do you want to tell me?
Yes, Sharon, I did have the opportunity to speak with Mr. Mosley. First, he does meet the legislative requirements for our specialty court. In speaking with him, again, as it has already been stated on the record, he is very eager to join our program. He admits that he does need the help and wants the resources that we are able to provide, again, to become a better father for his daughter. I expressed the expectations that we have and honed in on what he is supposed to do in regards to calling for testing every day. In regards to that, Your Honor, Mr. Mosley, yes, Mr. Mosley, he will be at Elmhurst. I believe that he will be able to test there. moving forward, he did indicate that he did not have a cellular device or phone to use. So I know that, again, he'll be at Elmhurst, so we'll be able to communicate with him through staff there. But I do want to put that on the radar as we move forward to working with Mr. Mosley, that we help him meet those basic needs. Again, Mr. Mosley stated that he did graduate from King High School, has a family that is supportive of him, and I think that he's going to be a great addition to our specialty court, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. Did you have Mr. Well, he's been at the Wayne County Jail, so do we even need to get him tested today?
I haven't received any test results, but yes, he was at the Wayne County Jail, so I don't believe we need to.
Okay. Well, when he gets to Elmhurst, they'll test him and we'll find out, because he'll need to sign a release. All right, and so he does qualify pursuant to Michigan law, right, Ms. Warfield?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wonderful. And so I'm looking at the nature of his charge of disorderly conduct. There is also a retail fraud 3rd degree that is currently with Judge Bryant. And so at some point, Ms. Warfield, you may want to reach out, let them know that he was a community referral to our program, and see what she decides to do as far as that retail fraud 3rd degree charge, okay?
Absolutely, Your Honor. I do want the court to know I have reached out to Judge Bryan's courtroom and left a message for her clerk and everything. So I should be getting a phone call back soon.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. All right. And then the charge that he's on with this court, before this court on right now, the disorderly conduct, I want you to know, Mr. Mosley, that is a dismissible offense, that once you complete this program, that matter will be dismissed. And so I hope that gives you some real encouragement about working the program. Not only will that matter be dismissed, but you are going to be able to work with a great group of professionals. You will also get what we call wraparound services, where we address all types of issues, whether it's education, housing. You're going to do a physical as well as dental, maybe some things that you dreamed about doing, and because you've kind of been off track, you want to, get those dreams up and moving again. We're going to align you with resources to help you do that. And so we're going to look at the entire person. So not only will you get your matter dismissed, but you will be able to avail yourself of some wonderful, wonderful benefits. How does that sound to you?
Sounds good to me.
All right, so I can count on you to work this program?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now you are going to go to Elmhurst. You're going to go to inpatient. I need you to stay there. Will you stay and work that program with me?
Yes, I will.
All right, awesome. If nothing else, Mr. Page, I am accepting him into our specialty court. They have already called for Elmhurst to proceed to come and pick him up. I am going to give him next dates. And the next date will be, he will have a consultation with you, Mr. Page, on February 7th, 2024. That is going to be at 1:30. He will return to see me on February. 2 weeks. I gotta get this right.
14th.
Right. So it'll be the 16th, of Friday, because he's going to be inpatient.
Right.
So it'll be February 16th, 2024, and that's going to be at 8:35 a.m. Anything for my consideration? Nothing else? All right, then Elmhurst is on the way. And then Mr. Page, we're waiting on Mr. Pointer. And then did you get any updated information on Miss Hicks?
Miss Hicks is on. She needs to turn on her camera, but she's on.
Oh, okay. All right. Miss Hicks, do that for me. It's so wonderful to meet you, Mr. Mosley. I look forward to working with you, okay?
Yes, ma'am. You'll meet you too.
All right, very good. And did we get an ETA on Pointer? There's Ms. Hicks. All right, good morning, Ms. Hicks.
Good morning.
All right, let's do it. I have for you case number 220-590-3901, SP 137-49331, case number SP 137-49361, case number U6560783, and case number 184764181. Ms. Hicks, state your full name.
Wanda Charlene Hicks.
All right.
How many case numbers did you read off?
All of your case numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y'all got to spray.
What did I say? What are these? What are the cases?
Oh, now, Ms. Hicks, we went through this when you first came to me. You don't remember that?
Okay, I'll talk to Mr. Page off the camera.
Or talk to Ms. Warfield, okay, your attorney.
Okay.
But we went through all of, okay, y'all, what we wait now? Spray.
What is this thing?
Right here in this little area. I need y'all to spray. Spray. Okay, thank you. Okay, all right. Y'all tell y'all got a weak stomach. All right. All right, Miss Hicks, how are you doing today? Uh-oh, you put yourself, you're muted. I need you to unmute.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. How are you doing today?
Physically not so well. I have 103 temperature. I think I have the flu. They ran some tests.
You said you think you have the flu?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're not feeling well either, right?
No.
All right, well, I hope that you don't have the flu, and I hope that whatever's going on, that you feel better, okay?
Okay, I have some concerns I want to discuss with you though.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Okay, I know this is mental health court.
I can't, you gotta speak up a little bit louder.
I know this is mental health court, and I respect you, and I would like you to please allow me to be proactive in my recovery and my mental stabilization. I would like to go to crisis residential unit. I went there almost 10 years ago, and I got 8 years clean, along with outpatient at Easter Seals. They do intense therapy every day, and they were very meticulous about putting you on when choosing the appropriate combination of meds for me. The backbone of my addiction was dual diagnosis and self-medication. Now, when I read my hospital notes, they say PTSD, anxiety, ADHD, depression, and now I hear bipolar 1 or 2, and actually it's kind of embarrassing, but sometimes I hear voices. I would ask you to please allow me to go to crisis residential unit where they're really intense with mental.
Okay, so Ms. Hicks, here's where we are. We have services that we utilize, okay? And so I don't know if they did not have anything available, but I know that when we got on that 1-800 number, at least that's my understanding. And I don't know, is Ms. Price here today? Is Ms. Price with us today, Mr.
They
Page?
actually approved.
Hold on, Ms. Hicks. Hold on, Ms. Hicks. Hold on 1 second. Is Ms. Price with us?
Ms. Price is not here today.
Okay, she's working from home. Working remotely?
No, she's off today. She's sick.
Oh, okay. All right. So this is what I'm going to ask, Ms. Hicks. I appreciate you advocating for yourself with respect to your treatment and your stabilization. We have a clinical assessor here on board, and I would like Ms. Price to be aware of what you're asking for. And then I'd like to get a recommendation from Ms. Price as to what's suitable as well as what's available. Because sometimes suitable is not the issue, it's what's available. Okay, so give us an opportunity to do that. She's out today. I don't know if she'll be in tomorrow, but as soon as she comes in, we're going to bring her to the table and let her know what your concerns are. And she will work with you as well as the team at the Nest to hopefully come up with a resolution. How does that sound?
It's okay.
Okay, all right. What other questions did you have for me?
I don't have any more questions. I just wanted to express my concerns and try to
Yes,
advocate for
ma'am.
myself.
Yes, ma'am, and I appreciate that. I do, I appreciate that. How are they treating you at the nest?
I love this place. It's a nice place, but it's geared mostly towards addiction, and I need some intense mental health. Last time I was here for 45 days, and I think 2 days before I left, I finally had a consult session with Ms. Milton. The doctor that prescribes the medicine, you talk to him online. He asks 2 or 3 questions maybe, and kind of like lets you tell him what you used to be on, and he doesn't like you know uh, counsel you and use his expertise to diagnose and put the right combination of stuff together. I could barely understand him. Not trying to be negative or anything. I just have to advocate for myself because nobody else will other than you.
Yes, and so I understand, and Mr. Page, let's take note of that. That should also be expressed to Ms. Price, the concerns that she's raising. And so let me ask you this, Ms. Hicks, do you feel that you're in crisis right now? Or are you, you feel like you're
Yes,
moving towards stabilizing?
I do feel like I'm in crisis. Even last night I have an antidepressant and I kept asking for it because I'm still in quarantine. And they promised me that they would bring, because it's a combination of a night med and a day med that works together. And they didn't even wake me up to take my meds. And it's important to get stabilized and take your medicine on regularly so it can get into your system well. Even when I was here last time, even though it clearly states mental health, I remember before I left is when, like 2 days before I left, is when I got on the hotline and applied for mental health. So it basically was just treatment, addiction, substance treatment, as opposed to mental health. But that lady is a really, really busy. I don't feel the connection with her. And no offense at all. It's just how I feel, and that's my
Oh,
perception.
no, I want to know how you feel, and I appreciate you being honest and open about how you feel. Mr. Page, I need to get an explanation today why they're not waking her up to give her her meds. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I'm not in a position to move her today, but I still want the questions answered. And I know Ms. Price is out today, but I don't want to just wait. She needs to take her meds and she needs to take them timely. So I need an answer to that on today. Please circle back to me, whether I call you or not. Please circle back to me
I'll hop
on
it
that because
Yes,
I
ma'am.
need to know. I need
Yes.
to know. All right.
quick-
And
one
then
other-
also, I'd like you to share that with the contact at the nest that she does feel she's in crisis, and that's concerning to me.
Okay.
Yes.
And I love this place, but it's kind of embarrassing. I don't feel comfortable enough expressing. Like it leans more towards addiction, so I don't feel comfortable expressing, my mental instability.
Okay, so Ms. Hicks, we're gonna look into that and make sure Ms. Price knows that about her comfort level. But listen, while you're there, until we can effectuate some change, if change is available, I don't know if it's available. I want you to at least show up and give it a good try, okay?
I have, and
All right, I appreciate that.
I even contemplated having my mom come take me to the hospital yesterday because they hadn't taken my temperature, and I just had never felt that way before. But I thought about you, and I didn't want any disrespect or making it seem like I was unwilling to abide by what you had recommended. But the crisis residential unit is a walk-in. It's at 1200
Right, and see,
Telegraph.
that's not a provider that we would use in that way, but again, I want to wait until our clinical assessor comes back so that she can address the issue, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. So I really hope that you feel better. Thank you so much for trusting us with that information. We are going to look into your concerns and get back with you on a plan. Mr. Page is going to get back with me today about the administration of your meds and what they are doing, especially to address her mental health, because she is very much so concerned, as we should be. And so we'll go from there. All right. And then what I'd like to do, Mr. Page, is I want to put her back on for this Friday.
Okay.
Let's put her on for this Friday so we can check in and see what's going on. So I'm going to give her a return to court date of February the 3rd, is that the 3rd? The 2nd, 2024. And I will put her on, I would have to see her at 9:45 a.m. Okay? So that'll be for this Friday. Did you get that, Ms. Hicks?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor. 9:45
All
a.m.
right.
Do I need any codes or anything? Because they had some issues like finding out how to sign. Do I need any codes or anything like you had given me last
It's the
time?
same, it's
Mr.
the
Page?
same ID number that you used today. You
Okay.
want to write it down?
I have it in my other paperwork, but they had woke me up and I was like, oh gosh, I got caught, and I just came in and then they figured it out. But I should feel a little better. I should be ready for it.
All right, very good. All right, Ms. Hicks, take good care of yourself. I'll see you on Friday, okay?
Okay, thanks so much.
All right, thank you. All right. So, Mr. Page, if you could.
Yeah, I'm hopping on it. I have a contact over there. So, I'm gonna call Miss Hunt and let her know everything, and I'll circle back to you.
And I
All
also
right,
just
very good.
message to Miss Price too.
You sent one already?
I sent one to Miss Price. Yeah,
Okay.
it just concerned me when just the way that she was looking at.
Yeah. So I need some answers today.
Okay.
All right, very good. And let's see, we have Rondell Pointer. Do we know anything about when he's coming?
I think Officer Locke said he's there. He just needs to bring him up.
Oh, we ready for him?
He's in detention. Well, yeah, I was asking Mr. Page when they wanted him brought up.
Okay, come on, let's bring him up. Let's get him done so Mr. Page can take his lunch break. Because I'm gonna take
He's
mine.
just getting transferred, right, Your Honor, to Team Jefferson?
He's supposed to go to
Yes,
Jefferson. I'm trying to wait on Miss Griffin. She ain't call. I'm about to call her right now to make sure we
I
can.
thought that someone said Ms. Griffin verified that they had a space.
They
for
have
him at
a
Team
space, but
Jefferson.
we need to get them picked up. I'm saying.
Okay.
Right.
Check with your supervisor too, because if we have to use another mode of transportation, that may be available as well.
Okay.
All right, so let's get on it, because we're doing really well this morning.
So does Mr. Pointer have to come in front of you? Your Honor?
Yes.
He's just waiting for transport.
No, I need to know what's going on with Mr. Pointer. And I can put his new dates on the record though. For Rondell Pointer, 220-589-4401. Mr. Pointer is going to be going to Team Jefferson, and I am going to see him. He'll have a consultation on February 7th, 2024 at 1:30 with Mr. Page, and then I will see him on February 16th, 2024 at 8:35 a.m. Okay? All right. So you all let me know what's going on.
Judge, which dates did you just give? Who was that for? I'm sorry.
That was for Mr. Pointer.
Oh, which
I was
dates
just
were those?
giving
I'm
his
sorry.
dates. He'll have a consultation with you on February 7th at 1:30. And then he will see me on the 14th at 8, what did I say? No, on the 16th, I'm sorry, at 8:35 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. So let's get that together.